Check, 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 check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Welcome to the SPS podcast. This is your host, DJ Strata, and we are talking about loyalty, trust, betrayal. Is discernment without loyalty foolish? So before we get in the show, let's introduce our guests and get straight to it. Mona, what's going on? How you doing today? Mute. Yeah, you good. Bino, what's up with you, Brody?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Mona? How's your day?
Busy as always. I'm glad to be here though.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Bino, what's up, brother? You still riding? Yeah, he probably still riding or connecting to the actual link. Well, with this show, again, loyalty, trust, and betrayal. Is discernment without loyalty foolish? We'll start there. Mona, do you think that discernment without loyalty to a friend is foolish?
I believe it's a balance. It is a balance for me.
Okay. What do you mean?
So, meaning that I guess you want to go and define what is discernment and what is loyalty.
Right.
So, discernment is more so having the ability to recognize and see um, different traits or understanding people
Mm-hmm.
and where they are coming from, or which then also lead into their loyalty to you. So
Okay.
loyalty is an act. So such as the movement of, I will use Harriet Tubman for example,
Right.
as she was loyal to ensure that she was able to bring people out of slavery,
Right.
right? So she was loyal to that. But however, she used her discernment to guide her in a direction of where to go. And also her discernment when she knew that her husband had actually betrayed her as well.
Mm. Hmm.
So it's a balance for me.
That makes sense. Do you think that it's possible to be loyal to someone if you have no discernment?
I call that blind loyalty.
Okay. How do you think that work in friendships?
At times we can ignore people when it comes to their actions
Mm-hmm.
because we sometimes people can be so good, right? So good of a person where you have hope for everyone. So
Right.
therefore, it can lead to blind loyalty. So you overlooking certain acts that the person do.
I think that's fair. And I think that, like you said, depending on how long you've been friends with the person, like I said, that definitely dictates how blind you can be or how over time your discernment wasn't as heightened as it was when you first met them. I think that's
Mhm.
fair. That's completely fair. Bino, what's good, Brody? Saw you pop up for a second. You there, Brody? He probably still driving. I know he is on the road. We appreciate him for joining us. So, without further ado, let's get to the numbers. Let's see what we got going on here. So, trust by the numbers. 71% of Americans think people are less confident within each other when they were 20 years ago. 49% of Americans say they think citizens trusting each other has fallen because people are not as reliable as they used to be. And 53% of adults say they have between 1 to 4 close friends, with 38% having 5 plus and 8% having no significant friends. I'll lead this up for a second, Mona, and I want you to kind of pick one that works for you, and we'll talk a little bit about, you know, what you think and which stat jumps out to you. Let me know
Wow.
when you found one. Hmm.
Who? Well, right now, all of them really resonating with me. So, um, mm, I'm gonna rank this to most important to least, and it would have
Okay.
to be the 53% of adults say they have between 1 to 4 close friends, and 38% have 5 plus, and 8% have no significant friends.
Hmm. Why does that one jump out to you the most?
So if we go back in time, right?
Uh-huh.
High school. Let's go there.
Yeah.
High school. High school throughout college, or whatever, just high school, if you even attend college, whatever. You had a whole lot of friends, you
That's a
know,
fact.
a lot
That's a
of
fact.
friends.
That's a
But
whole fact.
if you can compare now, so just think about your number of friends that you had that you say, your friends, your loyalty to,
Hmm.
and to now, how
Hmm.
many of those people are your friends that you consider they are loyal friends right now?
Not a lot. I will say I probably did better than most with keeping in touch with people that I was cool with. Some more so than others. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I think that through and through, though, to your point, what a lot of what I found with friendship growing up, like you said in high school, if we being real, it wasn't even so much that you had such a common interest with the people. It was just that y'all moms just happened to stay in the same area. Y'all happened to attend the same schools. You know what I'm saying? So as you grew more, especially if you get out to the world after 18, you start realizing when you find who you truly are, the people that were around you were only around you based on the convenience. So it really wasn't even based off of. I'm not gonna say it wasn't based off a true bond, but when you have the freedom and the authority to pick the people that are around you, it can change real quickly. So I think a lot of my friends growing up, we all picked different paths, and with us being guys, some people stayed home, what I'm saying, and
Mhm.
picked up life. You had other people, that was off to college. So we was in college. You making a whole different set of people. You open up to a whole nother set of views. So what I think normally happens with that case is you start to find what you were truly into versus what you did in high school to just kind of get along. So I think all in all, me personally, I think because I was consistently who I was, the people that I was cool with in high school, most of them I can have a casual conversation with now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. However, though,
Okay.
that's true. That is true. I can see that. But when I think of friends, when I say the word friends,
Okay.
it is more personable. So, where a friend is to me is someone that I truly believe that I can share majority, a lot of, intimate conversations
Right.
with them. And as well, if I come into a bind and I need them to show up, they will show up. And likewise. So reciprocation to me is very important when it comes to friendship. So and then I say, okay, that's my friend. But then I have just the general population, which I consider as people would say they just what's the word I'm looking for?
Associates.
Associate. Yeah, there you go. Just the
Okay.
general, so, just associates. They are my associates. They are just a mutual associate compared to friends.
That's fair. I ain't gonna lie though. I will say that the I call I'm homies is more of the word that I resonate with. But I think with the homies that I knew from high school,
Hmm.
like I think that we share a genuine bond. Meaning, I think if I called any of them right now and said I need it, whoop whoop whoop, they would come through. And again, we've chopped, and I think that as you get older, this is something I did find interesting. Right, the older I got, and the more my social circle expanded, I found that the people that were consistently cool with me in high school, we kind of remained. Our temperaments were the same, meaning
Mm.
we all had life that happened, but there's a familiarity there, right? And so when you reconnect with them, it's easy to kind of pick back up if it wasn't anything underlying when y'all was in school. So I will say that when I say homies or friends in high school, I can call them now and it's the same vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like but I will say to your point, it is way less than it was when I was actually in school. I'll say that. I'll say that. But again, I think even in school, I had a close circle of friends, like you said, and
Yes.
then I was cool with a lot of people. So I had a lot of associates. But the ones that I did call friends, for the most part, I think I might have retained about 85% of them.
Okay, so is that greater than 5? So then you in the 8%.
Hmm. That's a good question. Because now you got me thinking. Let me silently count them because I ain't want to leave nobody out from high school.
Just take your time. It's okay.
Yeah, damn. Because I'm really thinking. I would say I got about 4 or 5 from high school, and you might add like another, let's say 4 or 5 that I do business with and I'm super cool with. Some probably about I got a solid 8 or 9 brothers that I call homie.
That you call homie. Okay. So that's good to know. So, I
Yeah,
guess what's important is, oh, matter of fact,
yeah,
they're one of them right now.
yeah.
Freaky.
That's one of the homies. Dino, what's good, brother? Yeah, I got you. He's still trying to get it together.
Okay.
He's en route now. But I will say, like you said, I think that what made us all remain cool, if I'm being honest, I think that the key factor really was the fact that we're consistently genuine, meaning they were genuine back then, they genuine now. You know, you might have some life changes, like careers, some shit like that. But for the most part, we kick it in such a way to where the conversation topics have changed, but who we
Hmm.
are is who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that what I learned, and now I got a question for you. You attended college, right?
Yes.
Did you notice a difference in the level of commitment your college friends had versus your high school friends? Meaning, well, let me say what I sensed when I was in college. Again, I pledged, went alpha, all that good stuff, right? But I
Okay.
noticed that there was a disconnect there. Like I was cool with everybody, right? But it was something about that camaraderie ship I knew in high school. It wasn't the same in college because it was almost like, yo, we cool, but studying comes before that, or we can hang, but like to me, I think in college it was a lot of situational cordiality versus true friendship, meaning everybody knew we was here for a purpose to graduate. So I think the closeness that you had with people that could have been that you grew up with from, let's say, kindergarten through high school, it
Hmm.
was just I don't know, it seemed different. Am I off?
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I have cordial um real friendship relation. Well, I'm not going to use friendship. I have cordial association with people who I graduated with. So I would say the bond of friendship for me actually came when I went to college and graduate school.
Okay, so
And the
yours is the reverse.
yes,
Okay.
yes. However, like I said, I'm very cordial with everyone, with people who I went to high school with, um, and had friendships as well. But it's just like you said, because we had gone different places, and it
Yeah.
just kind of got lost within
Lost in the
that friend.
sauce.
Yeah, lost in the sauce, you know. So therefore, those friendships kind of just faded out, but mutually respected though.
That's real. That's interesting though, because to me, like I said, I think it'd be the exact opposite. Like outside of my frat, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know a lot of casual guys or girls that, I mean, I know that if I call, they'd be like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Blah blah blah. But I just think that when even I went out into the world, when I came back and reconnected with the people I went to school with,
Hmm.
it's almost like I never left them. But if I call one of my college homies right now that I'm kind of cordial with, we would really had to catch back up. And I think that I was doing so much wild shit in college that with me slowing back down again, they would have to relearn my demeanor, so to speak. So
Mm.
that's interesting. But I ain't gonna lie, I do got a quite a few solid homies I went to college with, and I'm still real cool with. But I think life hit us all at the same time and shit. So, you know, it was like for them 4 years you there, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. But you know, marriage start happening, kids start coming, careers start changing, and so it was almost like in a blink they were gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Life just
So
be life, and so that's what happened. So that's the new saying, right? Life be life,
that's a fact. That's a whole fact. Bino, what's good, Brody?
What's good, y'all? You can hear me.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how
Uh,
long you got me, but I'm here. I'm here until I come through this next mountain.
Oh,
that part, bro. Make sure you drive safe, man. So, the question at the top, I'm gonna ask you: is discernment without loyalty foolish? Is it crazy?
Discernment.
Yeah, is it crazy to be loyal to a friend? Let's say a friend. Is it crazy to be loyal to a friend without using discernment? Is that foolish?
I mean, yeah, it's foolish, but we like to talk about people. I don't think a lot of people even understand discernment or even know how to know what that
mm,
shit is. So a lot of people gonna be loyal, blindly foolish. They're gonna be foolish with their loyalty because they don't even know what that shit is for real.
What does loyalty mean to you?
Uh, what does it mean to me? It means to stick to whatever the fuck we agree on. It's different types of levels of loyalty to me. It means whatever we commit to, make a bond to, agree on, shake hands on, whatever the fuck don't violate that agreement. It's a contract. Is a unwritten contract. You feel me? And,
Okay.
and, and once you go against that contract, you disloyal, just like anything. You know what I'm saying?
Can people get loyalty back
Can they
if they
get
were once
loyalty?
friend? Can they regain loyalty if you had once called them friend?
You like to be asking these wild ass questions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't even gotten to the ones I wrote down. This just us chopping
Oh
it. I'm
yeah,
just
this is just
warming up.
flowing.
Yeah, we
I
just
know.
chopping. I ain't even put one on the screen yet.
we hate the depends shit, but I gotta go with the depends because like at the same time, like people grow, bro. Like and people, you feel what I'm saying? Depends. Like say for instance, somebody violated you at 18. Maybe
Mm,
they took your girl, took your man or something. Like at 38, 20 years ago, that person is a big possibility that person is the same person, but it's a big possibility that person ain't the 18-year-old kid they once was.
That's
So,
real.
I mean, you feel what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, for me, it's levels of life. So it depends on what level of life are we speaking. At today, at our age range, nah, it ain't no
Yeah,
loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing coming back. You know what I'm saying? But when
that's
you a
real.
kid, and you miss God, shit happens. We just loyal to God every day. So I mean,
That's real. Mona, what you think about the question I just posed to Bino? Can someone get loyalty back that you once considered friend?
all right, so not trying to be all spiritual and biblical on this thing,
You good. Do
but
your thing.
however, I like to add some scripture because,
Okay.
and that is part of facts and data as well. So Peter was, disowned Jesus, right? They both
Hmm.
was there. Um, and the Romans had asked Peter, "Hey, do you know Jesus?" And Peter said no 3 times. But however, Peter was afraid of his own life being jeopardized as well.
Hmm.
So, with that said, Jesus also recognized that and he forgave Peter. So, can loyalty, but that's discernment right there, though. See, what happened is Peter is loyal to Jesus. However, he had to ensure that he was safe for himself. You know what I'm saying? Is that a selfish act or is it not when it comes to that?
I would call that. I would say in that moment it was disloyal, in my opinion. Like if unless we're gonna keep it biblical, but bring it to like you said a situation we can understand. Meaning if you if you rock with me when it's just me and you and everything is cool, then how you flip flop based on who's around lets me know that your loyalty is conditional. So to me, if your loyalty is conditional and circumstantial, then
Mhm.
it ain't true loyalty. To me, that's disloyal as hell. I'd rather you openly say if that's what it's gonna be, you know, it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it real with each other. We rocking because we
okay.
cordial, not because we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, with that being said, then a lot of times, then with jumping off you, then people could be disloyal because of discernment of not having discernment. Then
Facts.
Give me more. What you mean?
exactly what you said. Like Mona said, like Peter didn't know something that he wanted to find out. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm.
him not having the discernment about what Jesus got going on led him to be disloyal. Not because he tried to violate Jesus, but because he would think about his safety and himself. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So you could be disloyal from not having discernment. Because like what you saying is we're not talking about Jesus because we know Jesus is a whole different type of
Right.
spirit being,
Yeah.
right? But
Right.
Yeah.
what you saying is you expect somebody to blindly be loyal to you without questioning the safety of themselves. Not you saying that, but
Yeah.
know, which I
That's what the
agree with.
response says. Yeah.
That's being disloyal. I agree with the disloyal part, but at the same time, we asking people to be just blindly disloyal to us, like just go with us blind.
That is a good point, Bino, because I see what you're saying. You're saying that in the moment, Peter used discernment to know the context of why you asking. Let me figure out why you want to know. Do I know him before I tell you whether I do or not? He denied it probably because he's like, this don't feel right. Something about this.
Right.
Nah, nah. What you want to know? And I ain't gonna lie. I think that that is a very fair point. But I think that in the context of who he was following and what he knew
Mhm.
he was up against, I wouldn't have denied him in front of anybody. Just because I know,
Yeah,
like, bro, I know that we under scrutiny. I know we kind of behind enemy lines. I know what we trying to do here. So, soldier, no matter the authority, no, that's yeah, I know Yeshua. That's him. Yeah, it's my homie.
yeah, fat.
Why?
That's why
You feel me?
kind of Yahweh.
Right.
That's why I say I ain't gonna even say Yahweh
Right.
because that's he a whole different. Like that's bringing back to
Yeah.
our regular old smackler selves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I like
With
to
Like
throw a
us,
little branch in there, just throw something in there
yeah, I
sometimes.
like
nah,
it.
You know,
facts. That was, yeah, it was good. It was good
That was
content to
good.
bounce off
yeah.
for sure.
But the whole point is with me saying this is even though Jesus knew that Peter denied him, right?
Hmm.
Jesus still used discernment to know
Oh,
that Peter
reasoning.
Right.
exactly reasoning there, knowing that okay, I know why Peter did this, but he
Hmm.
know that his loyalty, that he knows that Peter is loyal to him, so therefore he forgave Peter, and then yes, they reconnected and still had, you know, a bond, a homie.
So I got a question. Do you think that was discernment or more grace?
Ooh, now you're throwing grace in
I
there.
think you gotta have a grace. I think you gotta grace. I think you gotta have a graceful heart, graceful mind to even understand discernment, to even see that.
That's real. That's
A
fair.
selfish person, selfish people can never understand discernment.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. Oh man, you're right about that. Now I
Yeah.
felt that right here in my heart.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely to me that was grace because, like you said,
Hmm.
the discernment would have been him taking in the whole situation. All right, where's Peter sitting on this? Who's asking him? What's the intention of these people? I think that would be the discernment part, but the grace would be after I know the scenario and I know what made you deny, what triggered you to be that way. I got the grace to be like, it's cool, all love. We'll get it back together. But I think that, like you said, all of these things to me, loyalty, discernment, grace, they all work hand in hand in a
Hand
happy
in hand.
friendship. You
Yes,
feel
You
me?
can't
You
leave one
gotta
without.
have them
You can't
all.
leave one without. Yeah, you can't leave one without the other. It won't work out.
That's a
exactly.
fact. Let's get to these comments real quick. Then we're gonna get in our first question. I might go to a video first. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, so shout out to Sneak. She said, long time no see. What's up, Sneak? What's going on? How you been?
What's up? What's up, Sneak?
Ancestral Life blog states, loyalty will have you ignoring your discernment. You'll be thinking, they'll never do this to me. That is a whole
Mm,
fact. Y'all want to
yeah,
speak
that's
on
that
that?
blind loyalty. That's what you call
Yeah.
blind loyalty. Like you
Yeah, that's why
literally,
I say I agree with the blind loyalty part. That's why I want to
yeah.
say ancestral. If you can say more, so what you saying? Don't be loyal then?
No, I think that what
I
they
mean,
saying is
I wish they not saying it, but
right.
like we got an audience of people watching, so people going to take
Mhm.
that in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
So like I'm on to say, I think that's more so blind loyalty.
That's a fact. Shout out to CJ. What's good, brother? Hope all is well. All is well. Wardy, what it is? I wish I could hop on. Yeah, we know what time it is, brother. You good? Shout out to Angel. He said, "What's up, y'all? What's good, brother? How you doing?"
What's
What's happening,
up?
Angel? Wardy,
What's up?
CJ.
Wish I could hop on. All right, so Angel, real quick for everybody that's watching on Facebook, on our YouTube page, in the comments of YouTube, I did post the StreamYard link. So if you want to join, you can slide over to YouTube, click on the live that's playing in YouTube, and in the live chat, it'll give the actual link. If anybody wants to join, add the input is definitely welcomed and appreciated. And there you go. There it is right there. So, Angel, if you want to jump on, like I said, there's a stream y'all link for anybody that want to hop on. T, what's going on, brother?
Copy paste in your
Grace.
search bar.
Yep,
Copy and
copy
paste
and
in your
paste it into your browser. Yep.
browser.
Yes.
Rita, what's going on? Sneak, new lady, yes. Miss Mona is definitely in the building.
I'm in the building.
Yeah, we about to get to it.
Shouts out, shouts
Shalom,
out,
shalom.
shouts out, shouts out to all the Monas. My mother named Mona, so I love Mona too.
Oh, that's
All,
what's up. She's a great woman then. I know she is.
All
for
right.
sure, for sure.
Bino, we're gonna catch you up. So I'm gonna put these stats back up here. I want you to let me know which one pop out to you. You can listen as you ride, and you know what I'm saying. I want you to definitely stay focused. It ain't but three of them, so let me know which one popped out to you. 71% of Americans think people are less confident in each other than they were 20 years ago. 49% of Americans say they think citizens trusting each other has fallen because people are not as reliable as they used to be. 53% of adults say they have between 1 to 4 close friends. 38% have five or more, and 8% have no significant friends. Let me know when you're
Right.
good, brother.
I'm good.
Okay. Which one stuck out to you?
I think not particularly stuck out, but I see every statistic. 71%. That's crazy. So think about 70% of people saying that bring it back. Like we don't like
Yep.
everybody is not trusting each other. 71% say it. Read it again one more time so I can be
Yep.
verbatim.
71% of Americans think people are less confident in each other than they were 20 years ago.
Hmm. That hit.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
right. So 71% people are less confident in each other. 71% people, 4 out of 5, whatever, 3.5 out of 5 people like, man, I ain't confident that this person real. Like
Yep.
majority people think about that in each other. So everybody already coming with a red flag mentality.
Yep.
Everybody
Mm-hmm.
already shut down grace, so you can't have discernment about a person, right? Because you're not even
Mm-hmm.
strong enough to have grace enough to even find out about a person, right? Everybody thinking
Mm-hmm.
negative about each other. Where the positive come in at?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And what's even more crazy, bro, I think that the one that's a little less than half, I'm gonna go back up to that one. So when you see 49% of Americans say they think citizens trusting each other has fallen because people are not as reliable, I think that speaks to the 71% of the people that are critical.
Mm.
Think about it like this. If you don't think the people around you are reliable, how hard would it be for you to then turn around and trust people if you don't think they're reliable?
Exactly.
And I'll say this, and honestly, like this is some real shit, yo. I feel like throughout my life, I've I've been the reliable friend to a lot of my homies and people I know,
Mm-hmm.
but it is hard to find consistently reliable people that are at the same, at least at that same level, and that is mutual to where I can depend on being just be reliable on them as they are to me. Am I
Mm.
tripping?
No.
Nah, because I feel like I want more of the reliable friends out of my people that I consider friends and family. I feel like that too, right? Like, not for nothing, nobody cares, but like, is it to say that the way society has been pushing forward for the past 20 years, like everything, like government,
Yeah.
socially, financially, make people less reliable? Like
Hmm.
this shit is really turning into a survival of the fittest
Dang.
type of world. So when these odds are stacked against you, is it a natural that we less reliable? I think so.
That's a
I don't
bar.
even think I don't even think it's like conscious. It's like we just become less reliable because what we up against on a daily, which is a mind fuck because we came more together, we wouldn't be that hard. But at the same time, it's like it's the whole mind fuck concept that make it like that. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like y'all
No,
feel what
I
I'm trying
get
to
it.
say?
I totally get it, bro. And it's almost like if the goal went from teamwork to make the dream work to, it ain't the it ain't the G code, it's the meat code. It speaks to the mentality of the people. Everyone is kind of trying to run the same race that's been ran for thousands of years in a group, almost with a selfish mentality. So if my self interest is above all, even in friendships, I'm gonna carry that same mentality. It never
Right.
turns off. You feel me? Because even though we cool, as we cool, I'm thinking about what the hell being cool with you benefits to me and how I can use and leverage how cool we are. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of puts you in a place to where you have to almost be aware of the selfish mentality when moving around with people.
Mm.
You gotta adjust. You gotta. I feel like adjustments is essential to this shit because it's like you gotta and be aware of what the hell going on in the world and ask less of people. To tell you the truth, I think I got more reliable people than I had in the past because I learned how to ask less of people.
Oh,
Mm.
so is it they're more reliable or your expectations have dropped?
Yeah, because it's because of your expectations you consider somebody reliable or non-reliable, or what you expect out of them, right? So for instance, if I give you $1,000, I expect you to give it back. It's kind of crazy because if I had to give you $1,000, right, and you struggling, it might not. It's a big chance that when it's time for you to give me 1,000, you ain't gonna have it.
That's a fact because you didn't have to begin with. That's a bar.
Yeah,
That's a
Well,
bar.
that's the honesty got to be in the picture because, right? I understand. I want to be a double advocate on this.
You
So,
cool?
Okay.
which is, I know you say that because of society, yes, that is true. Society, especially now, can cause, where people cannot come, can stand up to what they say they can do because
Right.
like does be happening. But however, also what I see is people need to be honest with themselves or how they can be present in your life. So learning to say no, learning to say, I can't do this right now. And then as a friend, you should also take that and rather than being angry or upset because this person said no to you or saying that I can't do it, it's not in my means, at the same time, it's all about being honest with yourself and then also be able to accept the opposite answer of what you expect.
Okay. So you think setting the proper boundaries and making your nose count leads to more transparency in friendships
Yes, definitely to more transparency and loyalty
and
because
loyalty?
you sometimes what we can do, especially for myself, let me speak for me. I am a person that will go beyond measures for friends. And sometimes I will overstretch myself to the point where I cannot hold up to what I say I can do because I have overstretched because I am what you would say a people pleaser. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing. But however, I am learning to say no to certain things or say, "Oh, let me think about it before I fully commit because I don't like hurting my friends."
Hmm.
And so therefore that is where I like my loyalty is being honest with myself of what I can do and what I cannot do.
Okay. What do you think? When did you come into the awareness that you were a people pleaser?
Whew, let's
And what
see.
do you think triggered that?
What triggered that? Ooh, that's a whole nother conversation on a podcast too. Ooh, get on there. So for me, a people, I would say how I became into like a people pleaser is over time I have seen disloyalty to me. So
Okay.
it came from it stemmed from childhood until some things that happen as an adulthood. So
Right.
therefore, I know how it feels to be disloyal. I know how it feels when people say what they can do and cannot do. So therefore, I personally don't want to project that on other people.
I see what you're saying. I see
Yeah,
what you're saying. So your coin phrase of being a people pleaser came based on how you grew up and the disappointment of the people around you, which made you correct what you wanted to happen to you. You displayed that other people. Am I
exactly.
read
That's
that
why
right?
I say
Okay.
reciprocation is so important to me, but also having healthy boundaries to know what you can and cannot do at a certain time or cannot do at all. Or if I say I'm gonna borrow $1,000, right? I need $1,000, but however, I don't know when I'm gonna pay you back. I may not be able to
Right.
pay you back. So I hope you just have good faith that you're just gonna give it to me because I need this right now.
That's a bar. That's a bar. Okay. I like it
Yeah,
a
you can
lot.
drop that bomb. Is there a bomb sound?
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
I got some effects for you. We can play some applause for that. That was a good one. I like that. I like that. Not
Yeah.
quite gunshot there, but I like that. I like that one a lot. Let's get into our first video. And believe it or not, y'all, this is the only video I got for tonight. But it's current events. Let's see what y'all think. Make sure you hit the mute button so you can actually hear the audio.
But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that don't sit right in my spirit. Trying to find a little angle and downplay his greatness. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest to ever touch microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, that was the lamest, goofiest shit. And it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that Kendrick really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that in the chin, boy. Do what you do. It's love. You know, I pray that y'all are like, forgive the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the past 2 days felt terrible. It let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. Cause I want to do that for y'all right now.
What do y'all think? For context to the audience, Kendrick Lamar dropped the feature on the Future album, you know what I'm saying? And he was throwing shots based off the first person shooter. So Kendrick responded on his album, and at Dreamville, he kind of gave that speech as if, he didn't really feel good about what he did because he had a friendship and, of respect for Kendrick. What do y'all think about the video?
Go ahead, Mona. You could go.
No. Well, for me, that was a public apology. So with that said, he acknowledging what he did. He didn't feel right within his soul what he did. So he publicly announced,
Okay.
just being
That's
honest
real.
with himself and honest with, with his audience too. So
Gotcha.
what more can you
Dino,
ask for?
what you got, bro?
You know that, man, outside of rap, outside of the classic rap battle competition type of idea that we grow up off, outside of that,
Mhm.
that man, like Mona said, did that. And you know what I know
Mm-hmm.
is that he said that in front of 53,000 people, and millions of other people was gonna see it, and he didn't give two shits whether people get it or not. Because one thing about being in tune with your conscience, your spirit, and your creator is that you don't do it for people. You do what's right for you, what's inside of you. He explained exactly why he said what he said. He didn't sleep. You could call him a punk, bitch. You can call it whatever you want. He don't care. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The man couldn't sleep for 2 days off dissing who he thought was his homeboy. That goes back to what we about to talk about, I guess, furthermore, is
Mm-hmm.
loyalty, trust, friendship, discernment,
Yeah.
and all that shit.
That's a
But
fact.
he thought it was his homeboy. He bit back because of the peer pressure, what we all go through coming up. Not all, but majority of us black men do a lot of shit because of peer pressure. A lot of us is dead as hell because of peer pressure. A lot of us is doing life and never see the sun outside of a wall because of peer pressure. But besides that, as far as what I think about that situation is, he did that shit for him. That man wanted to go to sleep at night. That man want to go back to being peaceful. Until you ever be peaceful in your life, you will never understand how great that is, that feeling is, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all understand, but peace is what's so crazy about peace. We live in a disruptive world, and it's hard to obtain peace for long periods of time. So once you
Yes.
obtain it, it's almost like finding gold in your
Right.
backyard. Right? You feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact. That's a fact. And I
So
think that, like you
that's what that's
said,
about.
yeah, like you said, putting the healthy competition of rap to the side, I agree with you. I think that my questions based on how this all transpired. Now, see, I'm a hip hop head, Joe. So I've been following Kendrick, Cole, and Drake since the beginning. Like I'm talking about So Far Gone, Sideline Story. Like I was there from the beginning. Kendrick OD. Like I've been following these guys since their inception. And I will say that, in my opinion, this whole situation was never a Biggie and Tupac. It wasn't a Beanie Siegel and Jada Kiss. It wasn't you know what I'm saying, insert Jay-Z Nas, because, and well, I ain't gonna say Jay-Z Nas because I think even though it got personal, that was about the pure competition of I rap better than you. This
Yeah.
seemed more like, they just kind of checking the temperature. Where are we at in the ranks? And I don't think he said nothing too egregious. I don't think Kendrick did either. I just think that what makes it, from the music side of it, I just wished in that moment that Cole had somebody around him that could have stopped it from ever either getting recorded or from being released. Because at some point, and that's what I mean by discernment, if your spirit switched that fast from the time you recorded the track and put it on your album to when you got on stage, that means that people watched you, heard you, probably encouraged you to do it, and nobody once told you, bro, that's kind of moving out of your character. Like you kind of dimming your light for this shit. And I know that wasn't what he was proclaiming to the people because that's a personal thing, his relationship with God. But I do think that if I were to do something that contradictory in a music career, I would have to question everybody around me because a y'all either don't know me for real or you knew and you watched me get lined up. Am I off?
I got to push back on that. Yeah, I got to push back on that because the thing about that is he did say things about peer pressure and stuff, and he probably realized that hindsight. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you in the heat
Yeah.
of the moment and you a high level lyricist like Cole, yo, we go through different stuff. We had personal conversations. Your instinct, like, oh nah. You feel what I'm saying? That's the natural instinct of where you came from. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
what you have become today, you don't feel bad about shit like that till after you do it. I don't think he felt bad while he was doing it. I think he doing like this man got me fucked. I'm gonna throw something back. But afterwards, it probably sizzled the spirit. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't blame his team for that because everybody expected it. He know that. He know not just his team, fans, away. He's one of the best. The man, one of the best came at you. You got to go back. But I think he passed that and he didn't realize that. He said, you got to think about what he said. He said, I didn't realize how good I slept for 10 years into the sleep I lost for 2 days.
Mm.
Everything he said was hindsight
Yeah.
after he did how he felt.
Yeah, but I still think that if for 10 years I've been around this man and I've watched his career, I've watched what he bothers to, we all know Cole has always been a humble spirit outside of rap, off the mic. Now, granted, he'll tear a microphone up at 16s are nasty,
If I
but
say he be killing on that mic though, and
right,
everybody knew
he's
it
an
won't like you
animal. We
said,
know
like
that.
it won't no real beef. Everybody know it won't no real beef. So it's like
Right.
we know you're cool enough. So it's fun competition with everybody. It was, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, with him, he just realized like I'm past that. I'm past that part too. He realized I'm
Yeah.
past that part too. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
okay, now Bino, let's keep it real. We know each other in real life. We on the court. You my man's 100 grand. Boy, I'm gonna do you. And we're gonna shake hands and it's gonna be we gonna chill and laugh about it later. So I think that that's the part that like especially amongst men, there's always a healthy competition to push your real homies to do better. Like you put up 7, bro, you should have dropped 10. You know what I'm saying? You go for the promotion, you working 20 hours, bro. You could have pulled them extra 2 hours, bro. Go back, get you some
I
overtime.
get it, but once you get spiritually in tune, bro, you think deeper than what you say. It's on a whole higher level, bro. Because I can't speak for Cole, but I just feel him, bro. I feel his spirit, bro. It's like it's really not even the first. We got to think about the trans thing for one. People putting that on there. I really don't think that's why, but that's a good argument. For two, look what friendly competition rap battles has did. The rappers continue to got rich, but the people teams died and got killed. Different people from
That's
the
real.
towns, from the cities, like motherfuckers can't even have friendly competition to rap without trying to make it out of beat. Without the fans and society and the culture trying to make it into real war. You feel what I'm saying? You can't even do that. You can't even have.
Ah,
And Cole probably thinking like, this ain't even about me and him. This is about how this is gonna the energy that it picks out for everybody else. Over get to arguing over Kendrick and Cole ready to fight and shoot each other over some shit. They ain't even tripping off. Biggie and Tupac won't
and
even
that's the
beefing. And to this
discernment.
day, you can't. You feel me? Biggie and Tupac won't even real life beefing where they wanted to kill each other. And to this day, because I have experienced it myself, you can't go to Compton and wear a New York Yankee hat without getting looked side eye, like you feel like the tense. You know what I'm saying? That intensity comes, that energy comes, they pierce you for a New York Yankee hat. You can wear all the red and the blue in the world. But because of that fucking East Coast, West Coast shit that, once again, society created, you can't even go to Compton and wear no New York hat comfortably. On my mama.
I
That's the discernment though piece that came into him. Like I believe when it comes to when people are out to destroy you spiritually, physically, mentally, and that's something that he recognized where this could have gone to. So he used discernment in this piece where, it actually bothered him in his spirit. Therefore, he knew he had to do this in order to release it, and also to think about what can happen in the future.
That's fair. That's
Either one.
fair. In the context of this conversation, I'm not gonna give y'all no pushback. I ain't gonna play devil's advocate on that because I actually agree.
You can't,
Right,
because
exactly.
you
And I'm
can't
gonna
step
tell
out
you why.
of hip hop.
Because
Hip hop is shit. Step
How would
outside,
you
do
do it
your
though?
shit.
that's
Just for the heck
hypothetically,
of it, how will you play
yeah.
devil's advocate?
How would
Like,
I
I'm
devil's
just
advocate
curious.
that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Yeah.
in
So
again,
has no discernment on his Mona, because he's a real hip hop head. He can't
yeah.
step outside that.
Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the spirituality, we're gonna put his consciousness and
Yes,
his
put
relationship with God to the side
to the
for the
side.
sake of this conversation, because else this ain't gonna make sense.
Right.
The rapper
Okay,
in
okay.
me. Now let's talk about what happened as a rapper in the rap industry. Y'all for 10
All right.
years have straight exchanged shots back and forth. Kendrick say a slick line, you say a slick line. He say a line, you say a line. You and Drake get together. Y'all want to do a song with Kendrick. He said, no, I'm good. You threw your strays on that song. It's Spider-Man. It's like just me and you, but it's really just me. I'm Ali. You talking to three of the illest MCs currently on a microphone. He told y'all he didn't want to do the song and you threw a stray at him. Then you threw a stray and he slapped you. You and Drake. He slapped both of y'all. So at this point, now we engage in a lyrical wit here. So my whole thing with it is, if I'm being honest, I think that once he realized, okay, now we in it, like we in the trenches of rap, now I got to really get into it. I think then he was kind of like, I really don't want to do this. And I think it even bled through the song because that first, before the beat changed up, his flow was real melodic and chilled. Kendrick came on with his 16 animated, like he had a growl in him. You see what I'm saying? As a rapper, you could tell that he meant what he said. I'm not saying J. Cole didn't, because J. Cole whole thing was flowing that, but you doing that against
Kendrick ain't meant that
a
shit.
bar
He ain't mean
spitter.
that shit.
Nah, that jump was tough. But what I'm saying is that, and that's
It
why
was
I
tough,
said,
but he ain't mean that.
yeah. But that what I mean is, you got to be it from rapper to real life. It seemed like a double dutch, but I understood it because we know Cole have killed more than a few features, right? So we know he can rap, right? So don't get it twisted. Nobody's saying that he can't rap, and we know we've heard way better crafted material than that. So to me, it goes back to the point in the middle of writing and rehearsing that I think he knew that this ain't it.
Man,
And
Cole
it might have
said,
affected the way he approached the diss, realizing that I done stepped into some shit and yeah, this ain't not that it ain't gonna go right, but that I know where this goes, and like you said, let's keep it real. Let's talk music here. We know what Ether, Super Ugly, and Takeover did to people's careers. We know what happened when Drake dropped back to back on Meek Mill. That boy's still trying to recover. We know what happened when Drake threw that rock
nah, man,
at
we ain't going
Push.
through that.
Bro, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. Like, no,
Those tracks,
I'm gonna keep it real.
bro.
I like the
No.
history.
I'm gonna
I,
keep it real. Let
I like the
Bro,
history
it was
for
flipped
to
out, bro.
help support that.
Meek
See,
Mill was
that's why you
perked
got to go
out,
back
bro. It won't
some.
cause of no damn back to back, bro. It won't cause of back to back. Meek Mill was perked out, bro. Like, come on, bro.
He was.
Stop, bro.
Okay, I'm
He
gonna use an
perked out
even
his
better
time,
example
bro.
than that. When Drake threw that rock and was messing with Joe Button and Joe dropped 7 diss tracks back to back, he never responded to him. When he was picking with Pusha T and Pusha T dropped the story of Adion and started and brought we didn't even know Drake had a child.
Huh?
You feel me? Pusha
All
doubled
these,
down, and so what I mean is, and let me tell you why I'm saying all of this. In this day's industry of the rap industry, if you're gonna compete and you're gonna get into that squared circle of who's the better rapper, and you want to put your hat in the ring, if you lose or if the right type of diss coming from the right person comes, your fans lose faith in you because they had the faith that I believe you to be the best because you my best rapper. But right now, when I compare his song to your song, it don't line up to what I thought would happen. So now your ticket sales go down, your album sales go down. Every time you go on an interview to release a new project, they're asking you about, well, what you gonna say back to them. And so now you in a back and forth, and it's playing with your money. And it's like, bro, this ain't even that deep for me for real. Like, We sent some shots. I sent it back. But the fact that we put the whole world on standby because he threw a jab and I threw one back, I don't even want to know where this goes anymore. I'm good.
But do you
Which
think
First of
brought
all,
back to the
integrity?
first of
spirit.
all, first of all, everything you say is in general and hypothetically. But when we talk about J. Cole, first of all, J. Cole don't give a damn about fans because J. Cole has a cult following type of fans. The ones that's truly his fans, he gonna still have, and he know that he ain't one of these big Hollywood superstars like Drake. He not a follower. He a leader, bro. Like he has a cult following of a type of fan base. And let me
Yes.
mention something though. Cole said this. Cole said this on Benny the Butcher shit, and that shit resonates with me with this shit. He said them guns and them drug bars that y'all rely on got y'all thinking that these nerves as hard as I am. That just means that I'm not being comfortable lying like they are. Some shit like that. You feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like that man don't care, bro. He don't like guess what? Imagine J. Cole saying, fuck rap. I'm bigger than rap now. I'm about to dude, let's go back to spiritual. Cause he already been on that train. Man, fuck rap. Fuck rap. I bet you that man be the first one to say fuck rap. Everybody be crying, oh, J. Cole come back. One more album. One more song. Nah, fuck y'all fans. Fuck all these hip hop fans, cause they switch hip hop fans. Some of the worst fucking fans to have. I would never want hip hop fans. I used to want to be a rapper, and I'm glad God ain't put me in there. They some of the worst fucking people.
Yeah, I mean they're very fickle, but I do think it's with hip hop, we're one of the few genres to where competition is embraced, and I think that, like you said, there's levels and tiers to everything. We're not talking about drill rap to where we
Them
putting
motherfuckers
in ops in the songs. That's not what they were doing, bro. It's literally
where we at. But that's
right.
where we
But
at, bro.
but can we agree? Can we agree that those three are in a different echelon? Can we agree that those three are in a different echelon than your drill rappers that actually be smoking op pats and
I'm gonna
bars?
tell you something. No, because it's them people out there. I'm gonna tell you, motherfuckers was arguing. Man, Kendrick tied to them streets, man. He tied to them streets. What the fuck this shit got to do? See, it's not them two. It's us. Like, what the fuck
That's
this
fair.
shit's got to do with this?
Maybe it was intentional. It's called PR. And then also think about integrity. So, I would say that he probably didn't, he felt a way of integrity in the midst of him trying to come back to him, throw some bars at him. So
Mm,
maybe he had more integrity.
yeah.
That man $100 million ride a damn mongoose. Come on, man. That man ride a
Uh,
damn bicycle, man.
Yeah, let's read this one. I'm gonna get to all of the comments in a second because this one definitely turned it up. You know what I'm saying? This was off topic but very on topic and on point. Shout out Trakil. He said at the end of the day, Cole knows he the best. At this point in time, all Cole wants is peace. Sometimes taking the high road make you look soft, but when you mind at your peace, the ultimate definition of being rich. I agree. I do agree with that sentiment. I just think that we're in a different space to where we are able to mix in who you are spiritual as a person and what you rap about and who you are on the microphone and behind the microphone. And I think that it, like you said, this is what confuses me. And I think that what he's going through is probably the conflicting spirit in all of us, meaning I'm capable of. I really don't want to though.
Yes, that's
But
the integrity comes into.
right, but I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like Scoot is in the chat right now. Shout out to Scoot. Been rapping with Scoot Skywalker since we was probably in middle school. He know right now. That's my boy. Like that's my man. 100 grand. If Scoot
AKA
say something,
Scooter.
yeah, Scoot Skywalker. If Scoot say something crazy to me in a bar, he can respect for he it would expect me to respond. Now, granted, it ain't gonna get dirty and messy because that's my brother. But at the end of the day, I can still use beat selection, delivery, bars, metaphors. I can show that I'm levels above your style of rapping without disrespecting you. I can just show I rap better than you do. And I think that it would have stayed there because I honestly think as much as we give Kendrick, they call Kendrick the boogeyman for a reason, but they only do it because he actually calls out names. When he don't like somebody or it's on that time, he got that Mamba mentality. Boy, you ain't better than me. And to me,
So you think it
at
wouldn't
this
have went
point,
there?
no.
Where you think it wouldn't have went though?
song for song, and they just kept releasing until all of them would have had a
Yeah,
project
but that's
release,
true.
and everybody would have made money.
All them rappers do song for song, go do media to talk shit about each other. They don't never pay the repercussions for their battles. It's always the fucking dumbass fans that pay
True.
repercussions for their battles.
Yeah. But if that's the case, to speak to your point, excuse me, I'm sorry about that, y'all. To speak to your point,
And J.
though,
Cole, and a lot of people listen to J. Cole this past week that probably ain't never listened to a song this day in their life. Because the type people that love, not y'all, not people that's
mhm,
into rap, but the type fans that love drama, love controversy, love chaos, don't even listen to J. Cole. Let's keep that shit hot. They don't even listen to the
that's
nigga.
fair. That's fair. I just think that
He will never do that he never was that type person. So
I'll
if
put
it's
you
no
like this.
chaos, drama, and people beefing, you probably can't even recite one song,
It's the
one name of a song, none of his albums. They couldn't do it.
now,
But they
now
on
I'm about to
they
really
on
get my
17
bag.
real do
Yeah.
it.
Now check this. Now check this perspective. What he did was the most strategic, genius thing you could do in this current situation. Let me explain to you why.
Facts.
I threw
I'm
the
about to say I agree
jab.
with
I baited you. You jumped complete out the window. Fuck y'all. Fuck B3. It's just me. Then I respond. I let it float for 2 days. You start hearing, I ain't really want all that. Some people like, nah, the Cole fans love it. The Kendrick fans hate it. Some people like, bro, that won't it. And then you come out with the statement, yo, this don't make me feel good. I ain't really on this. I'm on my spiritual vibe. So now guess what? If Kendrick or Drake say anything, y'all look crazy. Cause now you attacking this man and his religion
crazy.
when you threw the rock and then was like,
Crazy.
praise God. You feel me? Like,
He
bro,
Crazy.
played chess.
it's
That's what
chess,
he
not
do.
checkers, bro.
Yes, smart.
And on my mama, I was talking to some coworkers. I said, "Yo, really, Cole made a genius move because if Kendrick say something back, the whole
Yes,
world gonna look at him like a bully ass little
Right.
kid.
Like you an
You
asshole.
know
Like,
that?
bro, how
yes.
you attacking that man's religion, bro?
You're
You
a
don't like
bully.
God.
You're a bully now.
Exactly.
It's really genius, bro. It's
Yeah.
really genius for real, bro. Even if
He
it was
politely stood
intentional,
to the
it still
side.
comes out genius. And that's what
Yeah.
spirit, and that's what discernment and following your true insides will do. Even the react, even the shit you don't expect. Like, dang, see, you ain't. He probably ain't think about that. It's a chess move because we looking at it like that. But he is a big possibility he ain't even looked at it like that. But that's the
You right.
results for real. That's
Yeah.
the
Yes,
results for real.
that's
Kendrick looks
But
crazy
discernment.
if he
all the other tough ass fans who probably ain't never did no tough shit in their life pop shit on the internet about him being soft. Well,
hmm
they probably got so many soft ass stories that happened to them in real life. Let's talk about
that
it.
part. That part.
Yes.
We go get to it. Let's run through these comments. And we're gonna actually get to the first question of the show. Boy, this is lit. Shout out to TB. He said, J. Cole the GOAT for this for real. Perfect video for the conversation. Takes a grown up to admit fault and apologize. That's a fact. Shout out to TK. I know his name is TK because that's the homie, even though it's got TB. Perfect, bro. If he had the proper circle around him, this would have never been heard. Back to my point, bro.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, if it was really that, somebody should have been like,
No,
bro, that
we
ain't it.
talk about the team. We talk about J. Cole though, y'all. We talk about a dude that produces his own tracks, records his own tracks, write his own. Ain't too many people tell that man nothing. You feel me? He tell that
Yes.
man nothing.
Go think about the bigger picture. Shout out to Scoot, DJ Strada, Brother Swain, and Miss Mona. What's going on, man? Salute to you, brother.
Damn.
TK said, on point, Mona. Cole can see the future. Don't play devil's advocate, bro. Nah, it was too late. I jumped in my bag. Scoot said, facts. I don't
I
like it.
encourage that. My bad. Sorry.
What up, y'all? We chilling, we chilling. Rita's laughing at all us. This is funny. But again, yo, okay. Now, let's talk about discernment, loyalty amongst those three. How much of it should any of them expect as them all being competitive rappers? Ooh, won't
Not
expect in
much.
that one.
That's good.
No. That's. I mean, exactly. That goes back to what I said. Like that's what. But that's once again. Now I can agree with people when they say that. Cole, all this my homeboy. I love Kendrick. Man, fuck that. Now I agree with that part. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, all this love. Which, to tell you the truth, I'm actually getting to that path. That's why I think I can see his shit more. You feel what I'm saying? I'm actually
Yeah,
going that route, but there's a lot in my way before I be like, oh, I
that's a
love that
fact.
man. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot in
That is funny.
my way. You
Right.
feel me?
Cause think about it, bro. These cats came in the game as kinda semi-grown ass men. So for 20 plus years of my life, I didn't know who the hell you were. And I've only been famous about 4, 5 of those things. And we ain't really started clicking till year 2 or 3. So you my brother, and just because we coworkers, I don't know. I don't play my coworkers like that. Like we cool. I got a lot of cordial coworkers, but and a few I know better than others. But we not running around, brother. What's going on? Like, no, dog. We are in the same industry, and this is a very competitive one. Now it's a little different if you work at somewhere where y'all doing the same thing. But to me, their environment is more like a sales job. We all fighting for numbers. We all got our own way we gonna do it. We got our own pitch, and we all throwing our nets into the same pool. Damn that brother shit. I don't know too many salesmen that are brothers with their fellow sales team, and that's on the same team.
I believe they strategically planned this
I
because
can
of the
see that.
fact it's numbers. They all want numbers, and they know that in the public and their fans want some drama.
That's a fact.
Okay, so that's going to draw attention to more people, more listeners to their music, right? More people on Apple, more people, whatever they choose to listen their music to. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, that's going to increase revenue.
That's a
I think
bar.
it's
I don't
partially
like that.
strategically
I
planned.
don't like that.
I could see it
Now
being
if
a
they
plan.
strategically planned it, I don't like that. Now if they did that, I don't like that now. I don't like that because I ain't had to do all
That's
that.
that
I ain't had to
blinded
do all that.
loyalty for these fans out here.
Eh,
All you got to do if you want to do something, man, as far as numbers, bro, just do the album that y'all been teasing the world about for years, bro. Just do the fucking joint album together. Y'all did all that now. I ain't gonna lie now. My shit gonna change about J. Cole.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We fucking with y'all the whole time. I'm like, man, fuck all this shit. I'm done with it, bro.
No, that's a bar. That is a bar, man. But good way to get into the actual show, man. This is dope content. We've been on for an hour and I ain't even asked question one. This is gonna be a fire show. Y'all ready?
Ready?
We'll slide through them as quick as we possibly can. So, what roles does trust play in a relationship? But for the sake of conversation, let's say friendship.
Hmm. Um, Trust. So for me, um, that's being faithful, commitment, and that is also being transparent.
Okay.
In
Now, oh,
relationship
go
and
ahead.
friendship.
Bino, I got a different question for you, Bino.
Mm.
How, in a friendship, do you trust your friend to be who you know them to be, or do you trust them to be what they should be?
Hey, you know what's crazy, right? I went through both scenarios where that's why I say, man, I hope people get older for growth reasons, not to get older just to die, right? But
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I say that is because when I was younger, yes, I wanted the friendship to be the trust in what I thought friendship's supposed to be. But I actually had
Right.
a conversation with a couple guys because I'm a little extreme with my thinking. I'm a little extreme. I have been extreme in the past with my actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just, just in general, right? So I had to have a conversation with one of my best guys and I had to tell him like, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, and we never broke up. We never broke our friendship, but just with me growing, I had to tell him like, bro, you know what? My fault, bro. Like from the past times we got into it because back then in my mind, I thought you feel what I'm saying? You was supposed to do what I thought the ideal friendship is, but you know what I'm saying? You, and not me. We different when it comes to the way we think and the way we act. So to expect that out of you was my fault. Wasn't your fault because you never not been nothing different than who you is, regardless if I
Mhm.
look at it as a punk. And I didn't say whatever. I mean, bitch, you're a punk. I can't call my friend that. He just not aggressive. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He just rather avoid trouble to get into it, and that don't take nothing away from him as a man. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like to answer your question, I went through both parts. So now I'm at a point where you gotta trust your friends to be who they are. And if you know what I'm saying, and you feel what I'm saying, like, and if they never, if they ain't on some violating FUCK shit or they ain't conniving, ain't no little weasel, bro, like that's who they are. You feel what I'm saying? Like
It's a bar. I like it. I like that.
Yeah.
I think that trust to me is the currency you invest into the friendship. Meaning, we're gonna go on this in a good faith, and I'm gonna trust that you're gonna do what it is you said you're gonna do, and vice versa. And I think that it starts, like I said, that's the first deposit into the transaction between you and your friend. Can I trust you to be who I know you to be when I need you to be that? If you my spiritual friend and that's what we talking about, can I trust that if I come to you in spiritual guidance, you ain't gonna lead me astray? If you my street homie, if it comes to that, can I trust you to be that in the moment? If you my scholarly homie, can I trust you to be what caused this friendship to form? And I think that helps you place and slot people. And this is why I think there's levels of friendships, because I don't trust all my friends with the same things.
Mm-hmm.
I trust them equally, but for different things.
Yes.
Hey yo,
And
bro, not to cut you off, bro,
Yes.
but a
you
lot of
good.
times that I fell out with people or didn't fuck with them as close, it's because I go back to what you asked me what our loyalty is. The ones that I really don't forget is my fake street homies back in our street days when shit happened.
Yep.
You feel
You
what I'm
start to
saying?
realize
Those the
everybody
ones,
ain't what they say.
those the ones, you feel me? Because you act
Yeah.
like you was that. Now the dude I'm talking about never acted like he was that. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Trust is
My fault,
reliable. Are
continue.
you reliable? Reliability is so important when it comes to trust. Can I rely on you not to go spill, the tea to everybody else? Can I rely on you to be there when I truly need you as my friend? Or are you going to turn your back? Or can I rely on you, when it comes to relationship purposes to, be truthful, even when it hurts? See, that's
Mm.
another thing. It's not going to always be, dandelions and roses all the time when it comes to friendships and relationships. But can I rely on you to be truthful?
I think that I use, and to even build on what you're saying, like I use my discernment. So when I'm talking to my homies and I'm actually speaking for advice, I gotta discern whether your advice is coming from a good place or a bad place, and then that lets me know how well I can trust your judgment for me. It's real easy when everything is sweet for us to be cool, but I come, yo, bro, I'm in this jam, I got whoop 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 going on. What you
Mhm.
think I should do? Are you finna lead me to crash out? My level of trust and respect for you might drop a little bit, because I know in the end you might not meet me all the way well. Are you gonna tell me the hard thing that you know I need to hear versus
Mhm.
what you know I want to hear? I can trust you gonna be honest with me at all times. But even then, and I ain't gonna lie, people are guilty of this. Y'all motherfuckers know when you got an echo chamber friend and when you got somebody that's gonna always keep it real. And based on what you want to hear, determines which friend you call. I know which one of my friends on bullshit, and I know which one's gonna be like, bro, you tripping, relax. And I think that
Hey, and that's
you feel me.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna I ain't gonna. I'm probably one of the biggest reasons at faults of why the friends that I have or had or whatever the case may be. Because I ain't too many friends I can say I had. A lot of friends that I consider friends are now my brothers. But like in the past and shit, in my heyday, in my demon time day, like I kind of blame me for telling them that I'm tripping, I'm crazy. I blink on them. What the fuck you mean I'm tripping, I'm crazy, nigga? Why? You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to tell a person with that type person the real shit. You be like, man, that bitch gonna be tripping, man. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
No, that's
so
a
I can,
bar.
I just seen some fault in times where a motherfucker felt like they probably couldn't tell me, like tighten up. You feel what I'm saying? Like you
Mm.
tweaking sometimes. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
But
saying?
you
Like
can accept the
I ain't even trying to
honesty
take
from
you
your
there.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like you said, even if you were to accept it, and like you said, depending on where you at in your mentality and growth, you might get punched in the face. You say the wrong shit because we might not be as tight as you think you are to be giving me that level of advice. I've seen friendships go wrong
Yeah.
because somebody gave some advice that wasn't asked for and went completely contrary to wherever that person was. And now y'all are going back and forth because there's betrayal in that. Did you
Mm.
always think that about me? Why are you just telling me this now? Why are we arguing and now a truth fell out that we ain't never stumbled upon because we're on the opposite side of the fence? And I say you really can tell your true friends when there's opposition in y'all thought. because that
Yeah.
lets you know how much y'all truly respect each other and what you truly think. And if you want to know a real friend, let me see how y'all react when y'all mad at each other.
Absolutely.
That's gonna tell me what I need to
Facts.
know.
Yes.
Facts.
That
Because
is a true
Facts.
test.
if they mad, are they
Facts.
going
When
to
y'all
out here to
fall out.
destroy you,
Hmm.
destroy your spirit, your mental, your physical? Because when your friend, now you mad with somebody, how mad are you? Are you
Hmm.
out here to actually destroy me?
Yep. Yep.
That is
And
not
I,
a
Yo,
friend.
y'all know I have used those tactics in the past. Like I have used tactics where I say some off the wall shit and just to see how like and what I'm saying is these people then become my friends because I know like God damn no matter what I say what I do you agree with it.
yep.
I know I'm flawed. I know you flawed, Miss Mona. I know you flawed.
I
Man, you
am.
ain't have you. I'm supposed to agree with everything that come out your damn mouth every day of the damn week for 20
No.
years. Like you
Hell
feel
no.
me?
That is not true.
Especially when you know you
You
on
know what I'm saying?
bullshit. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I will say that because I've always been consistently transparent with whoever I consider to be friend, what I took off the table every time is when I'm on bullshit, I probably lead with that. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm on bullshit. Or I was kind of tweaking. I lead the conversation to let you know I'm aware I'm on bullshit to ease it because, like you said, I know I have certain friends that they support me so much no matter what I do that they would be more codees than homies. And I don't hold them for that. But because I know that, I don't put them in a situation for us to be codees. Because I know they like, yo, bro, you rocking, I'm rolling. No questions asked. Loyal as a bitch, but I think that came from their discernment. Like, yo, I know this dude ain't gonna have me no dumb shit, and I do know that if we do get in some dumb shit, he'll have the wherewithal to get us out of it. But I think that you know, to Bino's point, sometimes you do chin check some of your friends just to see how they truly think, how they truly move. And I'm just a firm believer. We ain't really dogs if we ain't had an argument or a heated discussion and came back from it with no hard feelings.
Yes. Or in a situation
That
where
too.
we had to protect each other,
That
right?
shit. That part.
So that right there is a
That's when
test of
shit
friendship.
gets sketchy, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. People start, boy, I could, but I'm trying to tell you that's the part. That's the part where I like feel me. Like nah, man. That's the part that I seen a lot, bro. That's why I been even who I am and what I represent. It's like, boy, when it's
Mm,
time to protect each other, boy, you'll see something, boy. You'll see something then,
Yes.
boy.
you
Folks
see
be
a
gonna
lot, boy. Yeah.
leave
Been
you
there,
stranded,
done
boy.
that. You heard me. Been there and done
Yes,
that.
Absolutely.
sir.
I've been there and done that as well. I'm not going to share, but definitely, you
Yeah,
know,
that's for
you
another
know
pod
who your
another day.
friends are. And as
That
well,
part.
some people are loyal to you because they're trying to actually um, get what you have.
So
So
envy. We speaking
envy,
of envy.
absolutely
Yeah.
envy. People are loyal to you and be so close to you because for one, they're trying to learn you, at the same time try to destroy you.
That's a fact. And I think that again, back to discernment, I said when you are a creature of light and you emanate light, you attract everything that's in the dark. That's other candles, that's moths, that's things that are consumed in the darkness and that your light actually disturbs them. This is how I think that spirits I do think that the spirit within us repel or attract the light in other people. Meaning you ever been around somebody and no matter what the fuck they did, y'all he ain't said nothing, ain't done nothing, but you like, boy, I just don't rock with you as a person. You ain't done nothing to necessarily trigger that, but you know,
Yeah.
or somebody that you just met and it's like, yo, I swear, bro, we must have been cool in another lifetime or something because you're familiar, you're comfortable to
Hmm.
me.
Hmm.
Be no thinking about that.
Nah. I'm thinking about old shit, bro. You got me thinking about old shit. I can't think fast.
Yeah, you got that road. He got that concentrated road face on, like he just in that zone, like
Yeah, you
yeah.
better be careful traveling that mountain. So, just saying.
Yeah, you took me back, bro. You took me back. Let me come back like J. Cole, man. Let me come back like J. Cole. Back to my think about it.
That's
Oh, dude.
funny. Let's get to the next question. Can betrayal be forgiven in a friendship? Can betrayal be forgiven in a friendship?
Go ahead, Bino. You
Anything
call
you
me
could,
out.
anything you could do once, you could do twice. Anything somebody get away with once, they gonna be inclined to do it twice. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Betrayal? No. No.
Okay.
Okay.
No. And it's okay not to be friends with people anymore, man. Like just all this friendship kumbaya shit. It's okay to up you. Bye. See you later. See you from afar. You feel me? Like you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like it's okay. But betrayal, coming
Mm.
back to being friends after betrayal, no. Anything you do once, you can do twice. And anything you get away with once, you're gonna try twice.
Mm,
Ah.
that's a bar. Mona, what you got? Can betrayal be forgiven in a friendship?
Depends. So with the betrayal, is it, did it cost my season to change my other seasons, my future
Okay.
season? So if it didn't cost where, a life situation, you messing with my money, you messing with, like I said, my mental, my physical, then yes, certain things can be. Um, but if it is interrupting your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your finances, your family, then no. Then that's when you need to know you got to walk away. Or if that person have already walked away, then you need to leave that person continue to walk.
Okay.
Let me ask you
Can
a
you give
question
an
because you
example?
mentioned,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Bino.
yeah,
Because I think we're going in
yeah.
the
That's what I
same
was about to
line.
say. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I probably
Great
about to finish.
vibes.
Yeah, go ahead. I was
That's a
about to tell
fact.
the same thing. Yeah, I
So
was.
give me an example where you think betrayal can be forgiven.
Give me a situation.
Can you think of an example of a situation where betrayal can be forgiven?
Okay. Let's see here. So if you want
Yeah,
to take it
I
from a
was about to
friendship,
say that too.
what you said, Bina?
Like speak on money. You spoke on money. So
Okay.
what part about the money is can be forgiven?
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. When I say finances, right? All right. Let's say you get in an altercation with a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a person that doesn't really believe in calling the cops. Okay. All right.
That part.
Especially in that we are minorities already, right? Black
Mm-hmm.
men, black female, we both are in situations where it's just not safe to go there. When it comes to calling the cops, depends on if you're getting beaten and all that, okay, you have to. But if it's just an argument, whatever, and you call the cops and then you lie to
Mm-hmm.
them and then you get locked up, you just mess with my job. So now I probably want to lose my job depending on what it is. I'm going to miss work. Now I can't even, that means decreases in my funds where I can't take care of my family. So when it comes to finances in that way, now I can't really forgive you because now you are out to destroy me. That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm. That's a bar. Let me answer the question. Can betrayal be forgiven in a friendship? I've tried it. I've tried it recently. I've tried it in the past.
Hmm.
I guess I could share this on the podcast because I be having to remember that my Facebook audience is not my YouTube audience. So I'm gonna keep it quick. 2015, I got diagnosed with a disease, and I was told by the doctors I was gonna die. Upon treatment of that disease, a childhood friend of mine with the same birth date as myself, he was in a hospital for a situation, and he gave the hospital my name, and in doing so, it messed up my medical records to the point to where the doctor that I was currently under for treatment for sarcoidosis couldn't release the treatment to me because the medical records that my homie used under my name conflicted with the regimen he wanted to put me on. He also ran up a $5,000 medical bill for that visit, which did affect my credit. And I had to then fight like a bitch to actually clear my name to get the treatment. For about 10 years, I couldn't forgive that level of betrayal. It got contentious. We on the internet. It got contentious. I'll say that. I'll leave it at contentious. Had a conversation with him recently. He explained his context of why he used my name, and he didn't know I was given a death sentence at the time. So he didn't have that context, but This is where that J. Cole shit kind of speaks to me. You want to stay in your higher self at most times, especially when you're trying to really work on a relationship with God. And I do think that God does show up as tests. But the tricky part of any situation, and I'll leave this here, be sure you understand the directions of the test. Did I lose anybody? It's okay to say yeah. I'll
No,
clean it up.
honestly, it's not even that I am lost. It's just
Hmm.
the fact that you was humble enough to even in your situation, in your life and death situation, and knowing that your friend did this, you were still humble enough to forgive your friend and that peace. And
Over time,
over
asterisk over time, that took about 9 or 10 years.
I would say I would definitely will. I believe that you should forgive people because God gave us grace and mercy at all times, regardless of what we did. And therefore, we should show that as well. But we also should have discernment to know how to carry that person. And as you continue to, as you are building this relationship again with this person, how much you can trust, how much of a loyalty is there, and where that person should be, like their placement in your life.
If I'm being honest, hey, what's up, Peaches?
Bro,
What's
you
going
think
on?
that?
Hey,
I already know
Javonna.
something.
Hey,
Hey,
Peaches.
hey,
What's
y'all.
going on, Javonna? What's good
Hey,
with
how
you?
are y'all?
Good,
A
good,
thousand
good.
puppies. A thousand puppies. Soldier that. No, I ain't doing that. You know,
What's up, you know?
What's going on, Javonna? What you got for us? You want to hop in on the question or hop in on the back and forth? What you thinking? What you got?
So, hey, girl. Hey, baby sneak.
Sneak.
um, no, I heard this question though. I was trying to come in a little bit earlier,
Hmm.
but I do agree with y'all. I know. I think I caught Mona's response, and I heard yours. Bino, what was your response?
No.
so what? I don't think I said. I ain't saying nothing yet.
Oh,
Oh, you
okay.
talking about the betrayal? The betrayal?
Yeah.
Nah, hell no, hell
He said no. Hard period. Pause. No diddy.
no. Yeah.
So I would
No,
definitely agree with what Mona said, as far as actually, depending on what it is. I will say I had a hardship with that when I moved down here to Texas from Detroit, and I was dealing with a situation with a female where she betrayed me, and I pulled up in Indianapolis. So
Oh,
it's just
You
like
heard me. You
I'm
heard
just
me.
like, all right, well, all right, let me reel this back in,
mhm.
because the real me, I would say, or the younger me was coming out, and I'm just like, because betrayal, it just reminded me, it's just like how you deal with people in those situations. That I probably would have went to jail for that one. But
That's a
you just
fact.
gotta keep the right mindset, and like Bino said, once you cross over it, it's a done deal. No matter, and we had a great friendship, but I think y'all spoke a little bit on envy too, if
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken.
Yeah, we did. We
So it
definitely
just,
did.
and that's what it boiled down to. That person was envy of my relationship at the time, jealous, and I mean they even went and got some of the same stuff that I had.
Yes.
All the signs that I missed, it kind of came to light once I realized what was going on. So there's no point of turning back at that point.
If I'm being honest, if we like to break down the word betrayal, right?
Mhm.
yeah, I'm about to say that word. That word is real to me.
Yes. We
Yeah,
have to
we gonna really dig into this question because this is a very heavy topic and a very heavy word.
yes, it
Does
is.
betrayal happen when your expectations doesn't meet the result you expected, or when someone impedes on what you think is right?
Nah, bro. Betrayal ain't neither one
Mm-mm.
of those. Bet-
Okay, I'm listening.
Betrayal ain't neither one of those.
Okay.
Betrayal is you did something to bring harm to me, whether it's physical harm, whether it's mental harm, whether it's embarrassment, whether it's smut on your name. You did something to try to harm me and my feelings.
Okay.
You betrayed me.
Mm-hmm.
Betrayed. You feel what I'm saying? Betrayed. That's different from. That's different from. You feel me? Like what Mona said. Sending you to jail and you my friend, bro. That's betrayal, bro. You took something away from me.
What?
I can't get back. That's time. You took
Yes.
time away from me, bro. How the fuck I'm gonna forgive you? You feel what I'm saying? I can't get that back. I only forgive what I can get back. You feel what I'm saying? I only
Oh,
forgive
that, I
what I can
like
get.
that.
I only forgive what I can get back, bro. You feel? I
Ooh,
only
that's
forgive
a
what I can
good
get it
one.
back, bro.
I can only forgive for what I can get back.
That's a bar.
You know, honestly,
No, no, I don't agree. But go ahead, Mon. I'm sorry.
I think it's like
Not
betrayal is
necessarily.
like a
When I
punch.
say forgive, when I say forgive, not necessarily forgive, but rekindle some type of relationship with a
Okay.
person for something I can get back. Cause I
Yeah.
forgive people not for them, but for me. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Yes.
forgive. I'm sorry. I used the wrong word.
Yes. Right. Like you said, I can forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. And as well, you just know how people going to how to move with people. Betrayal is like a punch, like bow. Like somebody just hit you out of the blue. Like, damn, why you do that for? I wasn't expecting that. That's
Okay.
betrayal.
That shit like a
Now,
knockout punch, not no little love tap neither.
Oh
That
yeah.
nigga, I knocked you out.
I do have a question. That's funny. I got a question though. Are you truly forgiven if you never forget?
Man.
Is that true forgiveness? If you're
Yeah.
gonna keep remembering it, is that still forgiveness? Why? How does that work?
Meaning that you have placed a scar on me, right? That is there. And I have enough to forgive you because I want God to forgive me for all my sins and for the sins that I'm not even aware of. So I'm
Glad you
going to
went there.
forgive you.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you
Good
fine.
point.
But however, I mean, it's just like with God. God forgive us, but He's not going to forget because all of our dirt is really there right over, right? He forgive us. But for me, I'm going to forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. So either I'm going to forget you altogether and move forward, or I just know how you going, possibility of how you may move. So it just bring
Okay.
more alertness to me.
Got you. I'm glad you brought up God. In judgment, when He forgives you, He washes all your sins away. It says nothing, and not that I know biblically, that says that He remembers after you've been forgiven, because with the forgiveness comes grace. Correct?
You know what? You're right. I misspoken. But
Oh
I'm
no,
just,
not even on that point. But
yeah,
and
yeah,
again, because I know none of us is God. Because
yes.
I totally agree with forgive and don't forget. But like, as you know, if we're gonna talk about the true definition of the word forgiveness and forgive, can you say I truly forgave you if I'm gonna make a mental note of what you did? Is that true forgiveness? Is the question. That's the better posed question.
Well, well, I'm cursed. I'm cursed then, cause I'm gonna forgive you. I'm gonna forgive you, but I won't forget shit.
You
I
gonna
won't forget.
forgive? I forgive you with the conditions that I don't forget what the hell you just did. I feel you.
There
I
you go.
forgive you with conditions.
I don't forget. Now I remember when I first took my steps. I ain't lying. I remember when I first took my steps.
That is funny.
Peaches,
Hey,
what you
Pete, Peaches, what you think? Hey, Mona, great minds.
So I think like it's very hard to forget something, not unless your mind is just I don't know. I
Forgetful.
can't. I can't. Yeah, I just can't just drop it off. But I know that my brain compartmentalize things so that if it's stuff that I know I don't want to feel or I don't want to experience and stuff like that again, I try to compartmentalize that, put it over here, and make
Mhm.
sure I don't puzzle my mind back over here. So I can't say I'm gonna forget, even though I may say I forgive. And if I forgive you, then that means I had to go. My actions has to follow that, and not throwing it back in your face and not continue to bring it up. But more importantly, the actions after the whole process of moving in a place where you moving in a direction where I did forgive you, and not straddling the fence of all right. I said I forgive you, but my actions is not aligning to that
That's a
type
bar.
ordeal for that.
But can they actions though? So when you say, yeah, you're right. We all say I can forgive you, but I can't forget. Is it because they continue to betray you, and that is why you cannot forget? it just adding on to what they have done, and you constantly forgiving them, but you can't forget because they continue to show the same actions.
You know
Right.
what?
I would say
You
for
just
me in
said
that
some real
process.
shit, and yeah. Go ahead, Peaches.
Oh, I was just saying for me in that process, if I see that it's about to be a repeated pattern, I just go ahead and give you that space. And I don't have to
Mm,
be angry at you or pissed off or anything like that. Like you said,
sure.
I forgive you, but I just got to give you that space because I can't have you in my immediate energy and space like that. You can throw me off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
because
think
we'll
it's
turn
best for
this
both
up.
parties.
Let's go to the actual definition. I'm gonna read all three because I think they're all important to the convo. Forgive, to cease, to feel resentment against an offender. To forget, or the second definition, to give up resentment of or claim to requital, to forgive an insult, to grant relief from payment of, so to forgive a debt. So, in three examples that was given based on the definition, you forgive one's enemies when you cease to feel resentment, you forgive an insult, a claim to requital, or you forgive a debt, a relief from payment of. So, in those three examples, do y'all think that speaks to the not forgetting part? Based on the definition of forgive, do you think that any of those included not forgetting? Or do you think that that saying should always stay together? Uh oh. Bino, you in the blender, big dog. Mountains got you, my guy. Ladies?
Yep, the mountains got them.
Yeah.
That goes back into what I said is if you continue, if you show your actions, if your actions is continue to show for a second time,
Mm-hmm.
then you are the one, then I would say that person will be the in fault of why I can't forget. Whether that is,
That's
with,
fair.
with money or with insult or, a physical doing or act towards me.
Hmm. Okay. I think that's fair. Peaches, you want to follow up? You think that they should stay together, forgive, never, and forgive and don't forget? Do you think that forgiveness is separate from forgetting? Should they stay together?
Why ain't saying nobody to leave somebody? No, instead that's truly what they want to do. So I'll start with that. I don't want to be the reason anybody, um, I probably need to look at the definition of forget. Well, I think I really know what that means, but I just can't put the two together.
Mm, yeah.
Because I can't forget it. It just let me know how I need to deal with you. If it's at a point where I think how Bino was kind of going towards, as far as
Mm-hmm.
I understand I can't get it back. It depends on what it is, but it really depends on. It's very situational. Because sometimes you got to help people adult.
That's a fact.
I know that CJ
Yeah.
word. So you
Right.
you had to help people to adult, and sometimes they don't know what they don't know, or they have not done the work within themselves to not really probably realize when they're crossing you,
Mm-hmm.
or they really offended someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But if you already have that conversation and that person actually know you, all right, Moni, you're my friend. Uh, these are our, I don't say our friend guidelines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Typically, if you're my friend, you kind of know how we already rocking. But some stuff you may have just put out there, because sometimes, you don't want to assume things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, we're constantly growing up. We split for a couple of years. I don't think, Mom, I ain't seen you since high school or something like
Right.
that. Let's just say we're friends. I ain't seen her since then. It's just like, all
Mm-hmm.
right, well, I would still want to grow on this margin of friendship with you, but Giovanna has developed, Mona has developed, we done hit life.
Mm-hmm.
We had to talk about that friendship bubble a little bit more to make sure I'm not disrespecting her and she's not disrespecting me in that process.
Absolutely.
Reestablishing boundaries. Okay. So
Right.
it's
And
So
more
even if
about.
it
we do
does
that.
happen, you know,
Right.
have that conversation even when that boundary has been crossed. Because I may not have been aware, I may not be aware of certain things, and like you said, because we have developed into adulthood, so therefore, when that boundary is crossed, just say, "Hey, Mona, look." I don't like what you said. I don't like what you did, and so, and respectfully so, as a friend, I should be able to accept that. Like, you know what? That is where you ask for forgiveness to God. Like, forgive me for the sins that I have caused that I'm not even aware of. So therefore, that's very important to
Got some
understand as a friend. I apologize. So I will apologize for something that I wasn't even aware for. But now I'm aware. So if I do it again, that means, oh, that's betrayal right there. Because you done
okay.
told me and then you done did it again. You didn't be
Okay. This leads me
Right.
to a question. So can we get so we agree that you forgive for you and not the person, correct? Is that before I go with my question, is that a universal truth? You forgive for you, not for the person?
Yeah,
I'm
If it's
forgiving
real,
you for me,
no,
not for
I'm
you.
I'm get forgiven for the both of us. Cause you want to continue to be my friend, I'm gonna have to forgive you in order for you to be her friend.
Nah, y'all get what I'm trying to say when people be like, yo, I'm forgiving you for me, not for you.
oh,
Like I'm
got
doing that for me, not for
got you.
you. I'm
Okay,
doing it
go
for
back to
me,
J.
not for you,
Cole
right?
situation.
Yeah.
What if, he apologetic, right? But however, Kendrick may not even accept that, right?
Right.
But it's
Right.
cool though. You don't gotta accept my apology because a lot of people, you know what? I guess
Okay.
I have been in a situation. I'm gonna be a woman on this podcast tonight. I've
Okay.
been in a situation I realized my wrong before. But however, that particular friend did not forgive me for my wrong. They said, well, I don't forgive you. And I'm like, that's cool. You don't gotta forgive me. But I forgive me and God forgive me. And you have to deal
That's a
with the
bar.
fact you don't forgive.
So y'all do agree that you when you forgive, you're doing it for you, right?
Not
I
all
got
the
a
time.
question. A question is coming behind this, and I know y'all trying to brace for it. Like, where the hell is he going with this? Why does he keep stressing that? But y'all have heard
nah, I
this
got to
before,
answer.
right? Okay. So if you forgive for you and
Hold on,
doing
for you say
on,
something.
go
Can
ahead.
y'all hear me?
Yeah, I
Before
hear
Yes.
I
you.
do it, I just want to say, bro, that mountain just pissed me off, bro, because I was about to eat on my mama, bro. I was about to eat. That mountain pissed me off, bro. I just make sure. All right, all right.
Yeah, the mountain for no, you need to forgive the mountain for being a mountain,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
past
Yeah,
that. I'm past it now.
there you
I'm
go.
past it now.
All
But
right.
now you know the
So
truth.
if you forgive for yourself during Judgment Day, when you apologize and ask forgiveness from the Lord, is He forgiving you for His sake, for the sake of Him, you doing a transgression? Are y'all following the question?
See,
Yeah, but
now I know I should have went to Bible
you
study.
can't the comparison to God though, because we're always going to be lesser of. Naturally, we was born to know that. So I just don't like the
So do you
comparison to
right?
God.
So do you think that His forgiveness is for Him and His peace of mind, so to speak, than more than us being sinners?
I can't.
My bad. I
Listen,
know. I
let me
know.
pray
My
on
bad.
that one. I need to pray on that one.
That question is crazy because
I'm
like
just a
he doing
moderator.
it. He doing it for you. He doing that shit for you. He doing so your ass won't burn the fuck up. But when we say forgiveness, when we say when we say forgiveness, it's forgiveness through something. If we speaking on the Bible, it's not just I forgive you because you said sorry. It's forgiveness through a sacrifice of somebody who sacrificed for our forgiveness. So that's why I don't like the comparison to God because if it won't
Okay.
before that, if you go back to Old Testament, he ain't forgive shit.
You
He
talking about
forgive
Old
That's right.
Testament? You talking
yes, he
about
forgive
hellfire and
sin
brimstone?
Yes.
before a prophet sacrificed his own self for us. So that's why I said the comparison got it's kind of crazy. Cause he ain't forget shit. He opened up them goddamn. He opened up them damn dirt roads for you or whatever you call it, the ground right for you. And you go
Yes.
right on down there. Go right on
Slaughter
down
you
there.
did.
Scholarship
Yeah,
straight to hell.
yeah.
So yeah, my bad. Just a question. Just a question. My bad. I'm just a moderator. I was just thinking about that. You
I
know,
like the devil's advocate.
keep y'all on your toes.
Yeah.
Make sure we don't get too relaxed in the conversation. So the next question, we're gonna keep digging in this betrayal thing. How do you differentiate between a mistake and betrayal?
If I let you live or die, I'm stop.
Oh, you good?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I kid. I kid. Ha ha ha. Not really. We're not
That's good.
joking. We're not joking. So now, in this scenario, in this question, it only happened once. So something happened to you once. How do you differentiate or how do you slot whether it was a mistake or a betrayal?
Man, you know what a mistake is? When I step on the back of your shoe by mistake, or I step on your foot, that's a mistake. You feel what I'm saying? That's a
Hmm.
mistake. A mistake and betrayal is two totally different things.
Okay. How do you differentiate between the two?
Yes.
Because you meant to fuck my beat. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You meant to tell on me, man. That wasn't no mistake.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stick with your shoe example.
A betrayal is not a light word. That's heavy. That's everything that deals with harming you, man. In
Mhm.
some way, shape, form, or
Yeah.
fashion. That's a
But
heavy word.
Bino, if I'm fresh as hell and I just got my new donks, big dog, like I just stood in line for the retro release and you step on my shit, did you not just betray my fresh, bro? You just betrayed the whole outfit. It don't work
Fuck
like
no, I
that.
ain't betrayed.
No. No.
That devil's advocate didn't work. I tried.
You know
I
what?
That
tried.
was no.
You know what betrayal is? When you take the motherfuckers off and you fall asleep and I walk out the door with them. That's betrayal.
I was about to say something within that line.
That's betrayal. Yeah. Betrayal is intentional. You already planned this. You plotted this out. That's betrayal. That's more intentional. Mistake is something that you haven't even thought about. I mistakenly step on your shoe by
But,
So it's
huh?
cheating a mistake,
oh,
ladies. I want it's
there's
cheating a
your
mistake.
devil advocate right
No,
there.
I was gonna go. I went somewhere else, but I like that. Go ahead. I like that one. It's cheating a mistake or betrayal?
Cheating.
That's
That's
Cheating.
a
betrayal.
whole betrayal right there.
How can you mistake a cheating? Like, do you not know that you about to get in
Yeah.
some draws? You
Tripped and
not know
fell on a
that.
hard penis. It happens, man.
Yeah.
Weirder things has happened, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what
Right.
Bino.
Oh, you
I had a better example,
you just
but
slid.
we're gonna put that one to the side. We'll get back to that question, Bino. We're gonna blame it on the elevation. Thank God when he get back
Yeah,
to sea level.
Ah,
yeah,
Yeah,
my ears pop. My
it
ears
popped a little
pop.
bit. I feel you.
that that must be some good stuff right there. I'm
This is
telling
my
you.
this is my question. What if you interpret what happened as betrayal, but the person is proclaiming it was a mistake? Who's right? Who's wrong?
Let's look at the definition. That is very let's go to
I
Webster
got you.
and
I was already at Westford. I had it pulled up. So, betray means to lead astray. The second definition, to deliver to an enemy by treachery. To fail or desert, especially in a time of need. To reveal unintentionally. That's betrayal. Let's look up mistake.
The urban dictionary.
yes.
Let's look up mistake. To misunderstand the meaning or intention, to make a wrong judgment of the character, to identify wrongly, confused with another. So the examples was mistook her way in the dark. Don't mistake me. I mean exactly what I said. The army's leaders mistook the strength of the enemy. I mistook him for his brother. Betrayal, like I said, to lead astray, especially to seduce. A nation betrayed into violence. A teenager betrayed by a much older man. To deliver an enemy by treachery, was betrayed to the authorities by one of his students, betraying one's own country. To fail or desert, especially in a time of need, betrayed his family, felt that she would be betraying her principles. You betrayed our trust. To reveal unintentionally, betray one's true feelings.
Mm-hmm.
The only
So,
definition I ain't like is betray your country. Like nigga, I didn't ask to be American. Fuck no.
he
I
done
didn't
took his.
commit this shit. I was forced here. The fuck? I'm sorry, soldier. My fault.
But
I
yes,
forgot.
respect
I'm
the soldier.
sneak. I'm tripping, bro. I forgot the soldiers. I'm just saying. I just didn't like that definition. You see how West betrayed your country, bro? My country betrayed me. Betrayed me since before I got here.
Yeah, because
Because
we ain't
if
land
you
on Plymouth
bullshit
Rock, it
hard,
landed on us. I feel
you
you.
feel me? You
That
feel me?
part.
But
No, I'm fucking
but
with
I,
you.
I love America though. I'm just saying I just don't like the definition. They could have left that part out now. Come on.
It
What's
made
that?
it. It made his mark because truly betrayal. I think is the. I think it's the emotions that the offender feels from the action. I think that's what makes it from a betrayal to from a mistake. But we'll get to this definition. 'Cause I think Sneak has a good one. She said betrayal is a decision you made knowing it went against another person's morals or beliefs.
I like it.
100%.
And
I
she
like
said a
it.
mistake was done without your knowledge or control of the action.
I was
Yes.
drunk, out of my mind drunk. I was out of my body. I did not know I wasn't thinking
Right?
right.
Oh, you
So
didn't know you were to slide into it.
No,
You was
right,
drunk.
right, girl. You saw where you was
So
going at.
it was
Pino,
a
no,
mistake.
no. You trying to?
I like that.
I'm just
but
saying
I
that
like
was
what you said, Bino. I mean, that was a good one.
but let's balance the scales for real though. There's something happened. The person that did it said it's a mistake. You view it as betrayal. Where is the balance? Y'all still ain't answered.
When it comes to cheat, are you referring to cheating though?
No, no. This is just an action that you. This is
Okay.
something that happened, and you and your friend are at odds.
Yeah.
They're calling it a mistake. You view it as betrayal. Where's the balance? Who's right? Who's wrong? Who decides?
I mean, we can have that adult conversation
Yeah.
and communicate the wrong and what happened. And once we communicate the wrong and what happened, and then we can identify, all right, is it truly a mistake or is it something that you just went and did? I would take it that way because sometimes some people don't really understand what they did wrong and why it was identified, why it is being identified as it being wrong. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Once we go through that process, and then I would ask, so what were your actions that led up to that? Like you said, was it all right? Just walking too close, you stepped on the back of my heel, you hit my fresh retros, or you came and dropped a piece of chicken knowing that they just came out was at the front of the line.
Yeah.
And that's like, it goes that way.
It wasn't they were, they wasn't paying attention. And then honestly, if do that person even know what's the difference between a mistake and betrayal? Do they even know, maybe they don't even see that it was a betrayal or a mistake. Or are they willing to understand from you like that was your shoe, you just paid, whatever dollars amount for your shoe, they fresh, whatever, and it means something to you. Is that person willing to, you know, remove themselves and be apologetic because you are a friend to them? That's loyalty.
Okay. So who
so
decides
I don't agree with
mistake or betrayal? The offender or the offended?
The
Who
offended,
judges?
I think I would have to say the offended, because if
The
that person
offended
wasn't,
gets to decide.
yeah, because if I was never offended, then it may not even been an issue at all.
Yes, I agree on that one.
so I'm taking it
So
y'all
how
don't
much?
agree.
Go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead,
taking it
Bino.
y'all don't agree. I'm taking it y'all don't agree with that you could betray somebody by mistake.
Give an example.
All right. Let's say that.
No, it's just y'all
Damn,
just
that
made me
is a.
think of that shit as we was talking. Y'all just made me think of it because so we can understand that mistake and betrayal is different. But does that mean you can't betray somebody by mistake? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah. Like let's say. Damn, I'm trying to think of a situation where it's like, yo, you fucking betrayed me,
Trade
but you did it by
By
mistake.
mistake.
a mistake.
My situ
Hmm.
no, that won't fucking a
Okay, let's
mistake.
say
He
for
intentionally
instance,
did that shit.
let's say for instance, nah, I can't go for that. But you know how you sometimes you got runny mouth friends and you know they got a runny mouth. You know they mouth
And they
run like
say
water.
something right. They said something they shouldn't have said, which was an ultimate
So
betrayal of y'all conversation earlier, but it came out by mistake.
in
Right.
front of
That's a
people.
good exactly. That's a good example.
Of people, that's betrayal. But I don't think it's betrayal if it's just amongst you two. Betrayal is more of a exposure to where other people are exposed and affected by something. So if
That's what
they,
I'm saying. So you tell me something you don't want nobody to know, but I just can't help it. My mouth run like water. You feel what I'm saying? So I get to talking, and I'm not even thinking twice about the shit that come out of my mouth, and I say exactly what I want supposed to say. I didn't intentionally try to hurt you, but I done said some shit that I won't supposed to say. I done betrayed you because
yes,
your word, if my word was supposed to stick with you, I mean, your word was supposed to just stick with me. I'm just
Damn.
giving an example. I don't got no running mouth. I got secrets, but I'm gonna die with my 100,000 secrets. But
yes.
I'm
I
just
was about to
saying,
say, Bino, you been
the,
telling my business. Let me stop.
I'm gonna die with mine. But I think we all come across those type of people, right? I know I
Right,
Mhm.
had more than one time.
right.
That part.
Like I ain't calling on names though, but this what happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
So to it, I think that based on your example, you can betray someone by mistake. I think that okay. So at that point, will the offended have to take responsibility? Because I knew you couldn't hold water. Before I told you the shit.
Yes, if they knew.
Yeah.
So if you know you have that one friend that have a river flowing of words,
Yeah.
then yeah, then technically it's the offender's fault that your information got out there because you should know that you cannot share with that particular friend. Like if you want to share something so bad, share it with the opposite friend who would not go and tell all your business.
Mm, I like it.
that shit get
That was
weird with
crazy.
women too. That shit right
True.
there. That y'all get weird with that shit because you'll have a trio of women, but you tell Javonna something, but she can't tell Jamaica. Like you know what I'm saying? Like hold on, all y'all what the fuck? And then you got you fuck like hold on, all of we gang in this bitch. I thought my fault. You feel me? But I know women. I hear a lot of women bump heads because of shit like that. Like
Yes.
that shit weird.
Exclusivity of information. Absolutely. I only
Yeah.
told you because we really don't fuck with her for real in this scenario. But
Because
she cool enough to
Jamaica's
stay
gonna go
around.
back and tell the person, the person who I'm talking about. That I mean, you are correct. Majority women does have that issue where
Dudes be having diarrhea at the mouth too, but go ahead.
yeah, they can absolutely, but it's majority women.
Yeah,
I'm a
but we
woman.
don't have that homeboy shit. Like me, you, and
You're
one of the
right.
homeboys. I'm not gonna get mad because whatever I told you, you told. What are we all
You're
funny
right.
homeboys? You
Right.
know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like,
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. No, that's a very fair point.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
You know what's crazy? I just went through that whole situation here.
Really?
And it's crazy because, like, my crew, I had like different crews here, but I'm always the youngest because I always hang with veterans. You know, they
Hmm.
Uh.
trying to keep me safe, keep me in the gang. So it's just like, but we literally just went with that. Like, I would say male and female, what men and women was involved in that whole situation. And I was just like, the woman had shared something with a guy, and it came back to me because it was someone about myself. And then the woman was mad against the guy because she felt betrayal and him sharing information that they talked about. But in his eyes, he never gave a name of who said what. He just said, be
Mm,
mindful of this.
Hmm.
okay.
Everything came to light. And that woman took ownership of the stuff that she said. This woman told me what she said along with other folks, and it went in that manner. But the fact that the woman and I have a good friendship as well, it wasn't out bad.
Right.
And I think that's how they was able to actually repair their relationship and still be cordial with each other. Now his lesson learned is I gotta shut up.
Yeah.
Or I can't always say something because now you're about to lose your friends. You know, even though you're trying to look out for your other friends, and maybe that woman could have just told me, all right, what was discussed.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
it didn't had to hit base with him. She had to go to third base. She could just went straight from second to home,
Yeah.
which was me, and could have cleared that up. So, like I said, I just went through that whole process, but it was like, all right, but she knew that he'd be
Yeah.
talking to folks. So
Yeah.
it's just like
That's crazy as fuck. Like
and the
what?
tent wasn't bad. The tent was actually looking
Okay.
out in the best effort of the next person, which was myself. So I think that's how they probably kind of resolved that. But I know
Hmm.
deep down now she's more mindful of what she do share with him.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I think it's disingenuous for her to tell him and not you.
I know.
Surprisingly,
But you see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's almost like, yo, if she keep doing that, she might mess around and trip and fall and bust her ass, or she don't even know they think da 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 da.
mm-hmm.
Like, hold on, hey yo, Giovanna, you might want to look out for blah 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 blah, because you know what I'm saying, you're being perceived this way. So that's goofy in itself, because you don't want me to help someone that is in the same circle that has a flaw that you think is one. Make it make sense. It's still goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Because either if it was that important and if it bothered her that much, why the fuck are you telling him anyway? It should have been, yo, Giovanna, let me holler at you real quick from the side. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, this look, you know what I mean? You might want to just be mindful of that. You hear me? Like,
I guess like sometimes people don't really know how people will receive information. Because to me, I'm just like, all right, for what it wasn't really nothing bad or anything. It's just how
yeah,
people
but
perceive stuff. They got to realize that I'm still I'm like, for some of them, I'm like 20 years younger, or
man,
at least about 15. So what I'm doing now in my age is what y'all already did, probably times two.
that
So
part.
they was able to understand, like, all right,
But
how to
still,
address it in that
yeah,
manner.
yeah, but still, Peach, I'm sorry, still, Giovanna, think about it like this, though. Like, if it bothered you that much and you were that apprehensive, you probably should have kept it to your fucking self. If you don't even feel comfortable enough to tell the person you talking about we all together, if you're like, I don't know, they're gonna take that, you might should shut up about it. Because either one or two things gonna happen. Either you're gonna be proved right because what you think manifests, and you probably gonna feel guilty because you didn't say something, or you wrong as hell because your assumption about the person was wrong. But because you ain't go to them, you have no real context.
Or
Am I
maybe she
tripping?
didn't know how to approach. Sometimes people just don't know how to approach.
In those situations, I think you probably shut the hell up. That's just my
But
opinion.
then, is that betrayal?
Keep it
Cause
to
what?
yourself. Keep it to yourself, bro. Like,
Keep it to
if you
yourself.
can't articulate it right, and yeah, that might need to just stay a mental thought. Damn,
I
I
got
wouldn't do
some.
that. Go ahead.
I got something that's kind of the same, but it's the difference. So it's the same difference. How do y'all feel about somebody coming to you that your friend, somebody that that y'all think y'all loyal to each other? How do y'all feel about somebody coming to you telling you what somebody said?
About you?
Yeah, like somebody said this. Like, okay, who said it? I don't want to say it because blah 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 the
I
fuck
can't
blah.
stand people do
Like,
that.
oh, bro, listen, bro. How about you and somebody go over there somewhere out my damn face? You and fucking somebody. You feel what I'm saying? I don't. I swear to God, bro. Like,
I,
that
I,
shit burns my soul. If you can't tell me who, don't say nothing to me about nothing. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm a,
And like some
well.
people
Mm-hmm.
don't want to expose the person. Well, guess what? In those situations, if I tell you something that you can't go tell the next person I told you, there's some bullshit somewhere in there. You feel what I'm saying?
But
In
I
my
will say,
opinion.
true. I will say this though. I've had things come across my desk because I talk to a lot of people that connect a lot of ways. But, I think we're very similar that way. I think people filter a lot of situations and scenarios through us, right? I ain't gonna lie. There are times where I'll internalize it, and if what I was told would affect how I deal with the person that I was told about, I just own it. Listen, bro, this on your jacket. I need clarity. Fuck who told me. It came to me. What's up? I'm gonna ask you straight up because at that point, it, all you need to know is you're being perceived a certain type of way. But I don't even include what the fuck I heard from it because, like you said, I think it can take away from the point if you truly want clarity or if you just being a gossip. Meaning, if I need clarity on your character and what came across my desk bothers me, I'm gonna ask you flat out because the accusation is on you. I don't want to spend time worrying about where you got it from. I need to know for me, is this true? Is this not true? Did this fucking happen? Did it not happen? All right, we good, bro. It's up on you to figure out where the hell it came from. But I'm just
Nah,
that level of transparent. But maybe what I'm speaking about is different from what you're saying, though.
yeah, cause that's you talking on the whole wider. You talking on the whole wider spectrum. You my man's. Mona know, Giovanna know, we homeboys.
Yeah,
Giovanna, I don't know her like that. I just go to work with her sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? I come across her in the neighborhood. She got a nerve to come to me talking about you. Now
yeah.
you trying me. You talking about my mans. You think I ain't gonna go say nothing back to my mans? You feel what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
ain't my nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just somebody. What's up, bro? I holler at you. All right, man. All right, you be safe. Don't come to me talking about my people and think I ain't gonna expose you, son. You wildin'. Because it's two things that's gonna happen. Either either he gonna get his face back, or it's gonna turn out to be true. And I'm gonna say fuck both of y'all. Cause for one, you gotta run him out. And for two, you gonna feel.
Shout out to Dev, man. That's my five, one of my LBs, man. Shout out to Devin Davenport, man. He said facts, but also the messenger who told you specifics will do the same to you and tell someone else what you said in confidence to the person you've been talking about. I think it goes back to that old adage: a dog that brings a bone to carry one.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah,
That's
see,
real.
I always be like, be
That's fair.
nice. I think I should probably own that hashtag,
Yeah,
but because it's just like people that be saying stuff. You hear stuff. Sometimes it's jokes, but sometimes there's some real in that joke that you're trying to say about that person. So I'm
yeah,
always like, hey, be nice to him or be nice to her in that aspect. And sometimes you just gotta question those people. Like, what's your real intent of communicating this to me?
yeah.
Right. And if my intent is to protect you from whatever that person got going on, I should have no reason why I don't want you to say I told you that. Because then
Mm-hmm.
it's like you leave me too much open when you just say somebody. You don't know if this person got something on against me. You
Right.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna
Their
just leave that
intent.
shit anonymous? You don't know their intent. So if
Yeah,
their intent is real, I be telling people all the time. Hey, look, not all the time because it don't come across all the time. But I had plenty of time in the past. Like, word, hey, yo, man, bro, such and such said that. But you gotta get that shit right. Check that shit out. You
yeah,
Mhm.
feel me?
Or watched
Because my
it.
yeah.
Like you
thing
can't
is,
trust it.
but
Ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
not gonna. I ain't gonna just watch you if I'm all the way around you because especially if it's something that I was in the dark about, you feel me, and I didn't see that in you or see that coming from you. It's like this shit weird as
Yeah,
hell.
this is
You
this
feel
is
what I'm saying?
heavy. Yeah,
Yeah, this shit weird as hell. Like, cause to be real with you, somebody can come to y'all and be like, yo, man, Bino, cause I'm 36, bro. I done lived a lot of life on my own since I was 17. Somebody could
Mhm.
possibly come to y'all, I'm pretty sure, cause I'm like, man, Bino be on that fuck shit. But knowing y'all my whole life, Jerron, have I ever been some fuck shit to y'all? So it's
no.
like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like instantly I'm gonna be like, well, what the fuck did you do? That's gonna be my next question.
What
What
you do
did
to
you
him?
do? What did you do to
And
him?
it's just
And
keep it real
like,
with them, bro. Just say something like, bro, I ain't gonna even fret. I was at a bad time, bro. I did, bro. Like, you couldn't whoop, wop, the wop. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but if you come to me like somebody said, but I ain't gonna say, well, fuck you too, bro. Go with somebody, be his homeboy. Goddamn.
nah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
believe I ain't gonna lie. When people do that shit, yeah, I be like, yo, that's what's up. But tell me why they felt so comfortable to tell you.
But you know what?
Exactly.
That's normally my
Exactly.
follow up. Why do they feel comfortable to tell you that? Hmm.
I was in that situation this weekend.
Oh shit.
Surprisingly, I didn't even know. I didn't know. It was, my daughter's birthday party. I ain't gonna say too much. I am live, so I got to
Yeah.
remember that. But it was my daughter's birthday party, and so a parent was there, and she said, and I don't talk to parents. I don't talk to nobody. I'm in my own little world. But and so they said, yeah, so and so had said that you don't like her because you don't say nothing to her. I said, okay. I like, we spoke one time before, but I'm always just really to myself. I said, if I did offended her by not really saying too much to her, because we are in the same space, for a period of time, it's really nothing towards her. It's just that I truly am a solo type of individual and, just minding my own, and I'm like, but however, I'm like, if I did offend her, she can come and approach me, and I will tell her, hey, I'm just a introvert, extrovert at times, and truly, no offense to you, like so that was brought to me. So this was very similar when it came to that. So
Hmm.
the parent came to me. I'm glad she did came to me and tell me about that because honestly, if I have offended someone mistakenly, I would like to make some corrections there if possible, if that person is open to it.
I feel you, but I will say, the I what when people do this, y'all need to be aware. I am that one X factor guy that makes it why people are uncomfortable. Don't come to me telling me such and such said this because I'm gonna be like, yo, such and such just told me you said this. What's up, bro? I am
Right.
that
That's what
guy.
he took people
I
out.
I'm him. We will powwow about this shit together. Hey, bro, nah,
Yes,
such
sir.
such. Where we at with it? What we doing, bro? What's going on? What's going on? Because I ain't got
Yes,
time
sir.
for you to be. Well, who said that? Because then motherfuckers try to throw you off. Like, no, let's cut the shit. What are we here to discuss? Where are we at with it? Stay here with me. Oh no, such said. Okay, go ahead. But people, who told you that? Nah, bro, I ain't never said that. Well, sounds like you and him have an issue now. But I
That's a
don't know.
fact.
So I can understand people being reserved about talking around people because most of the time it happens to people that either are light bearers or people that have strong personality types to where people around you that aren't that confident, they don't have that same confidence that you exude. So they have to talk around you to get your attention to kind
Okay.
of check your
But in
temperature
that case,
because it's like,
but
I don't know how they'll take it from me. Maybe somebody closer can give them
Yeah.
what I'm seeing. Am I tripping?
in that case, nah, you're not tripping. But in that case, and you can't expect you out of everybody. But in that case, you're right. But in that case, don't tell me somebody be like Jerron said. But look, bro, I ain't trying to start no trouble. I just want to bring it to your attention. So what I'm saying, just watch out, just watch, just look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Just look out for that
Yeah.
situation. You know what I'm saying? But just my point is, don't come to me about no anonymous shit like this that
Yeah.
social media game. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had like 2 points, right? So for one, which what y'all just spoke on, for is that because if you come to me and you speaking sideways about somebody, I'm gonna go ahead and stop you. I'm like, hey, maybe you're not interpreting that person the way that I know that person, and maybe I
Yeah.
need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Or maybe I may identify like, all right, this is how this person moved, so I probably can see why you may have taken that person that way, and it kind
Mm-hmm.
of speaks more so to what Mona was talking about, whereas just because I don't speak to you, because it's one of my female friends here, she came up when she came into the group, she was always standoffish. That I mean, that's how people are taking it or whatever, and at the time it's just like more so she was an introvert. But once you got to talking to her, she stayed out the way because she had no time for no drama.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. But once you start
Mhm.
talking to her, it's just like, all right, she in the game playing spades and everything now. So, you just had to know people's temperaments, understand yours, and see what people are willing to deal with and what they're not. Because, if you find yourself being that drummer related person, they're gonna move around that. They're gonna stand back and watch it. Sometimes you gotta watch the scene a little bit before you jump in it.
That's a fact.
In that case.
Shout.
And the thing is, I didn't even know her name for real. She like, I gave her my number. I'm like, I
I
have a
don't
lot
know
of
who the fuck you talking about.
numbers.
Yeah, like the fuck.
Like,
But again, shout out to Dev. He said facts. A real brother holds no details back. A person shielding specifics is shady by nature. That is a whole fact. Don't bring me half of
Facts.
it. Don't bring me half the story and some of
Facts.
it. And when I come to you, I'm coming to you with everything I have because now we got to get to the bottom of it. And if we start playing a semantic game, well, technically that ain't exactly what I said. But who would tell you that, bro? I ain't do that. Now y'all are having a conversation about the context of what the hell they said. Like, nah, bro, let's get straight to the shits. Like, this is where we at with it. And yes, people are very messy, Sneak.
yes,
That is a whole bar.
messy.
Let's get to the next question. Let's see what else I had cooked up for y'all. Can you be loyal to a friend if you disagree with their actions? Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
When I was typing it, I was like, this is
Yeah.
kind of fire.
Yeah.
Can you be
Absolutely.
loyal to a friend if you disagree with their actions? Explain.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What does that look like?
That's on
I'm
you,
gonna be
my nigga.
honest with my friend. Go ahead,
What does that look like? I need an example. Y'all jumped out of it. Yeah. I can be loyal. I don't agree with him neither. But no, I'm gonna be loyal. Yeah, we
I
riding.
got something. Okay.
Give me an example. I need to hear this. Somebody, anybody, help me.
Oh,
So I
you ain't
say,
hear what I
right.
just said.
What'd you say?
what you say?
I said it looks like this. It looks like that's on you. You do all the. That's on you. Do that bullshit you on. That's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. That's loyalty. They telling you that's you, your dumb ass doing that. But I'll be here waiting if you make it back, my boy. And I ain't gonna say nothing about it. We're gonna speak on
That's fair. That's fair.
So I say for me, right? Best friend, love it enough, Jamaica. She is
Mm.
loyal. And I know she probably prayed for me harder than anybody else. She's like, girl, I hate when you start Piscean. Oh my God. But she's loyal. But at the same time, she's tightened me up in that whole aspect. And that's more so of the her loyalness. Like, she was like, Jay, maybe you shouldn't have, maybe you want to take another approach. But
I like it.
and she may agree with how I feel because she understand that feeling or whatever the case may be at the time. But her loyalness to keep our friendship course intact and then me on track as well in whatever situation. Glory go from relationship to work. Just like I can see why you said that. You know what? Next time come out pull up, but we cannot do that. So
yeah, because
yeah.
an example that came to my mind with women, I'm gonna give y'all some specific examples of my life. So with women, in my mind, when I was writing this question and thinking about it, I was like, yeah, because I can see a girl calling a homegirl, that motherfucker cheated. Bitch, go grab the screwdriver. We about to bust them tires. And you like, well, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody jumping the fuck out the window. You know what I'm saying? Like, just damn well that she is wilding. We busting this window. We busting this motherfucker windows, flattening this tire. She gonna be right back fucking him tomorrow. But okay, girl, hand me the paint. You feel me? Like, just on bullshit, knowing that this is really retarded, and this ain't helping nobody out.
That's a good example. I don't think the fellow women friends think like that. I think they like, hell yeah, let's go do that shit. Like, I feel like, you feel what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you think they agree?
Hell yeah, man. They don't be like, girl, nah, leave that man car alone.
Man, they be knowing, bro. They be knowing when they homegirls on bullshit, and they just they gonna support it.
Bro, only time I say they know, like, if you know your homegirl just as stylish as her boyfriend, you should not be going to bust that man cars out. If you know she just popped Tim off last year and he don't know about it, nah. But if she loyal and she down, a female gonna feel for her friend. It's just like somebody on you, bro. It's like, and I know we about to, man, this is a good idea. But my loyalty to you, like, now you fuck my nigga over. Hell, now I ain't talking about no female. We ain't doing that. But I'm talking about like on some real time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro. Now,
I was about to give examples, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on some real time. Like, nah, you feel what I'm saying? My man's ain't even close to getting that done to him. So I'm with you. So I feel like that's how women feel for each other when they girl. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's you're a good girl.
You know what?
Sneak. Go ahead. I'll read Sneak after. All right. Let's see what Sneak. Sneak said, girls gonna support each other's actions knowing it's wrong, especially if a man did my bestie wrong. Facts. Y'all be riding, bro.
Hey, y'all definitely be riding for sure.
What you had on it, Mona?
No, my friend, she be trying to huck the good stuff. Girl, ain't no good here.
You know that girl cheating on me, and you still loving her goddamn post. You know I got
right.
You talking with her, sis. Nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Females ain't like that, bro. Females, I respect y'all when it comes to that part of y'all friendship. Y'all ain't like that. Y'all ain't about to do that. Y'all ain't about to do that for sure.
I don't know. I will say that I have initiated and supported dumb shit with the homies. I'm talking about mid situation, like, yo, so what we gonna do though?
Right?
I don't know if we should do that, but I'm saying that as I'm getting in the car, bro. I don't even know why the fuck. Man, we really need to really think about this though. Like, y'all sure y'all really wanna? I'm already in the whip though. You feel me? Another situation. Boys like, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't think you should be up. Well, this is where the fuck my car is going. I ain't even asked you to get in it. Whole car ride. Bro, you need to chill. This is why y'all be cutting the fuck up, bro. I don't even know what the hell. Soon as we get there, everybody pop the fuck out. On go mode. We argued the whole way there. But ain't nobody not getting in the car. The whole way there, we argue like, yo, what the fuck, bro? And then my retort is, I ain't asked none of you motherfuckers to get in my car. You can all get out right now, and I can pick y'all back up on the back end. Nobody moved. So with guys in certain situations, we can be loyal in the midst of a disagreement. I have done that in the midst of a disagreement. Like, this is some bullshit. You sure? But we already in the whip. That's the PG version of both of those, and you go ahead, Bino. Yeah, you take the mic, bro.
I got two quick ones. I got two quick ones for y'all, similar, right? Like niggas do this bullshit. I remember one time too, y'all dumb. Please don't judge me about this shit. You feel me? Like niggas got niggas about to go do some shit they had no business doing, taking away from somebody else, right? And so I'm like, bro, this don't make sense. We don't know what that folk got. We only got one pistol. So what I did, I'll tell you what. If 4 of us and one goddamn gun, let me get the goddamn gun. Oh nah, cause I ain't about to goddamn set me up like that. Another situation happened. Similar, right? The dude talking extra tough the whole time. We got 2 little guys with us, 2 younger guys. He talking tough the whole time. We got about 3-4 guns. I can say this because it's the past, ain't nobody getting harmed. You feel me? So we leaving the situation that didn't work out, and police lights come behind us. The same dude that was motivating all of us to do this shit, when the police weren't pulling us over, they just was passing us going to another stop or whatever, right, on the highway. Soon the police got behind this car. I'm talking about this dude got a real record. He a real dude. You feel me? Like, but soon, hey man, y'all motherfuckers this, y'all motherfuckers that. Soon the police got below us. That man was in the front seat. I would try. That man said, "Oh Jesus."
Tighten it up. Said it, tighten it up on you.
Man,
Gotta do an underwear check.
I said, you talking all them shit. Bro, I learned a lot being young, bro. I swear, bro. I learned a lot being young.
Yes, the things that we do when we were younger.
That is a whole fact. Shout out to boy. Listen,
I tell you for now, it's not even worth it because you got too much to lose now. But in your 20s, it's like,
real, bro.
what you want to do?
you invincible. Shouldn't me?
Right, but let's do it though. You know,
Turn it up though.
20s.
Tighten it up and turn it up. Dad says situation is separated by severity. An example: Alpha gets in fight with football player. We jumping in for support. A person talking about robbing a bank. Different story. Gotta let them know that is not the move. And to Devin's point,
Yeah.
we at NC State were known for our tally parties. We were also known to have whatever the fuck reason. None of the football players liked us. We party hopping around. The girls like, hey, how y'all doing? As soon as we get to the fucking football players, y'all ain't doing this shit. In my party, motherfucker, you are here because it's our party and I can't hop around. You know what? Set it off. All it takes is for one person to swing or not move the fuck out the way. Now it's thousands of people watching alphas fight football players.
Yes.
To this day, I remember this shit is so crazy. Because half the time, now, okay, this is a different point in my life. I was actively boxing and shit. So the practice was good. I used to love fight football players. It was some good shit to do, right? So these motherfuckers, we had alphas from different schools, and they came and they didn't realize that we didn't like our football players. And so one of them got knocked the fuck out. And we fighting. At this point, I done found a wall. We swinging. I look over. I was like, oh shit, there go Beta Row. Alpha from Shaw. And so in the middle of the fight, we acknowledging how crazy this is in the middle of the actual fight. But to the point, I don't think none of us came with the intention to fucking fight. But you're not gonna swing on the bros, and that ain't how that worked. And I think half the time none of us really gave a fuck about, like, it was never that serious. But I'm not gonna get my ass whipped at a party I'm hosting. That ain't how that work either, bro. Wrong as hell, but you know, loyalty is real. So we all agree you can be loyal to a friend and disagree completely with their fucking actions. 100%. I love it. Do you? And
yeah, but most of the time when you be loyal to when you loyal to them, but you disagree, you act in your back of your mind, you hoping they right. Like, I hope this shit do work.
Homeboy equals co-defendant. Boy, for what? The homie come to Cody. You heard me. Okay. Do you, now this is, all right, something done happened, right? So do you end a friendship after betrayal or do you use forgiveness? Oh, shit.
Deuces. Is that deuces?
Yeah, she said it's over. Ain't no forgiving.
So in that same situation, I think I slightly mentioned earlier, but when I pulled up in Indianapolis, we had the conversation because apparently we still got to work together. Well, somewhat, not every day. I'm like, look, if you interfere with my job, we're gonna have a problem. If
Yeah,
you care about my money,
100%.
riding for my family, we're gonna have a problem.
Yes.
That's a fact.
So this is the end of our friendship. And of course we have to be cordial when we're in front of these folks. So that's that.
I
Yes.
like it.
I totally agree on that. When it comes to messing with your money, your family, things up is important to you. Then there is like, now I forgive you, but I'm done.
That's
Hey,
G. That's G. Bino, where you at with it? Do you end
So
a
you say,
friendship after betrayal,
do I end it after betrayal?
or do you use forgiveness?
Shit,
So you've
I
been
thought we had somebody.
betrayed. Do you end it or do you forgive?
I ended.
Okay, that's good.
You
Okay.
after you. All right, listen.
We done gave us a whole sunset.
Right.
Oh
I
boy.
know, on the front porch.
Beautiful sunset.
Forgiving after being betrayed, just like that is weird, bro. Like down the
I tried
line,
it. I tried it,
man,
bro.
but you
I
ain't
really
do it right
tried
then,
it, bro.
You
You
ain't do it
you right.
right.
I definitely fucking didn't. No, that is not how the
That's what I'm
fuck that
saying.
went when I found out. Not at all.
We need.
No.
I need something happen. I need something happen good in my life to forgive you. Like, I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna, I'm just being real, bro. I'm flawed, so we ain't gonna need up here be no monopolies today. We gonna be who the fuck we is, right? And this is this. If you betrayed me at a bad time, bro, I ain't gonna forgive you till my life change, bro. I ain't going front. If my life changed, I'm like, man, that shit won't even that deep.
They
That
say
shit
can't
won't even
nothing change it but the grace of God, boy. I heard it.
That's the truth.
That is a
exactly, bro.
bar, boy.
Can't change it but the grace of God.
That is
That's
a
what I'm trying to
fact.
say.
What Rick Ross say?
That's what
God forgiven. I don't. Ooh.
God gonna have to put me. All right, man. You straight. You all right, body, man. Leave that shit alone, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm up. Now I can
Yeah,
forgive you. I'm up. The betrayal
Right.
don't feel so bad.
I mean, do you
yeah.
have to say forgive? Can you just say get out my face? Is that forgiveness too? Like, yeah, like you was betrayed, and like, you know what? Just get
Yeah.
out my face.
I think that I will forgive your health by staying the fuck out of my vicinity. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You might want to stay the hell away from around me. If you like your health and your frame intact, your best bet is to stay the fuck over there.
Be nice.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Got a little out
That's
my
being
body.
nice, Javonna. That's
Kinda.
being nice, though, Javonna.
Right, because mean looks totally different than that.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
actively stalking and hunting. But anyway, okay. Next question. Should your friends reflect your character? Why or why not?
Hell no. Oh,
Hmm.
you said character,
Yeah.
character.
Hmm.
Yeah. In some ways, in some way, shape, or form, it should.
I think I'm gonna agree with Giovanna. And I ain't heard her, but I think she's thinking the way I was thinking when I wrote the question.
Y'all said character.
Let's go with Mona
I
first, because I can tell
know.
she thinking.
Elaborate. I want you, if you can elaborate on that particular question, because see, when you say reflect your on your character, should your friends reflect your
Reflect your character. Hmm.
Hell yeah.
elaborate on that?
So I got a
What?
question. So a
Hmm.
statement. So it's just like, all right, we're in a meeting and all of us come to the meeting with the same ideals.
Hmm.
Boom, the meeting is over. Was there any progress out that meeting?
I know where you going with that. That's why.
So,
That's
so
why I
from
wanted
that
to.
perspective.
Okay.
So where do you have room to play ball at? Where's your
You
devil
said
Giovanna.
a
at?
meeting with, like a
No,
meeting with your
Giovanna just gave
friends,
out a
Javonna?
cheat sheet. She took the fun out the question.
And she said meeting with your friends, or just
No,
You didn't
so
hear the example. Don't worry about it, Bino. She
Like
didn't say nothing.
everyone had the same.
Right. She pretty much described a scenario where you have created an echo chamber. If y'all are all on the same page in a meeting and you all are thinking alike, did you really accomplish anything?
no. See, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all said character. We didn't say personality. We didn't say think alike. We said character of the person. Character is a person that you are, what you represent, type of person you are.
right. So
Not
if we
personality. We're not talking about personality or ideas. We talk about character.
so right, if
I'm
we
gonna
go
say
to the
yes.
meeting with the same thing, if I come to the meeting with the same character as Bino, therefore I'm thinking the way Bino. What are you looking at? I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
I'm
I
backing
mean,
up.
I'm
I'm at the parking
thinking,
garage, and I think
oh,
brother
I'm
broke down.
thinking, and I'm maneuvering in the same way that Bino moves because we have the same character. So I'm finishing your sentences. I'm asking the same questions that you're asking. I think that's what he's trying to get at in that.
Yep.
I would say yes, you should have some. I think some characters should be similar in friendship because, prime example, this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
right? We all agreed to be on this podcast because we have some similar characteristics that draw us into this podcast.
Okay.
That you should
Facts.
be your individual. You should like we all are individuals, whatever, but we are coming collectively on this podcast to address this particular, subject. So yes, we should have
Uh,
some similar characteristics, but no, you should not be my copycat.
I think
Right.
that my friends, not all of my friends reflect my character. I got some wild ass friends that if I've always said this as a joke, but I really believe it to be true. When I'm 85 and I decide to leave this body, I will have the most interesting funeral attendance ever. They will be like, hold on, this motherfucker did what? How did you know him? Where did you come from? When did you know? Like, and I believe I live my life that way because I'm such a, like, when people are around me, they feel very comfortable because I'm non judgmental. But because of that, I attract almost all types of people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we
Oh,
lost the
I think he
host.
went dead.
Oh no.
Oh
He
no,
be
I
right back.
removed myself. There we go. We
Oh,
back.
boom.
We back.
Like
All right.
Aladdin.
But
Okay.
yeah. So I attract so many different types of people, and again, they're all friends in their own way. Now, granted, there's levels to the trust that I have in them, but if I threw a cookout and I invited everybody that I would consider friend, the amount, the conversations that would come out of that room would be wow because we're all aligned a certain way, but we're all gonna get there differently. We all use a kind of a slightly bent moral compass. So I can't say our character lines up because I have friends that are, you know, I have different friends. I'll leave it there. I don't want to give any
Nah,
examples.
bro.
No, like
Nah, bro.
somebody
But
use
that's
Waze,
the good
somebody use
Okay.
thing.
Google Maps, somebody use Apple Maps
Now I got
to
one
get
deeper than
to the
that,
same
Peaches.
location.
I got friends. I
No.
got friends, and I know what Bino want me to go with that. I got friends that step on shit. I got friends that'll pray for you after you got stepped on. I got friends that'll tell you
Exactly,
that
nigga.
shit ain't
That's
right.
not
I got
your
friends that'll be like,
your
bro, if you
character
take
is
me
the
and put me in
one.
this car, I'm gonna snitch. I got friends that be like, bro, if anybody tell, you won't make it. So yes, that's what I mean. That their characters are vastly different, but they all my homies
But
for different reasons because I don't need the same thing out of the people that are around me. You feel
But
me?
can it have the same
exactly,
temperament
exactly.
though?
Say what?
Like there are different. How do you define character? Because a character can just be a plethora of just words to define people's character.
What do you mean?
So
Exactly, and that's what I was about to say about Jerron. See, I had the same thing like Jerron. A widespread friend's funeral gonna look crazy, but that just means my character widespreads. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because there's a lot of faces to
Because
me. Yeah,
this
they all are
this
valid.
one homeboy be like, how the hell it might not get why this other homeboy here?
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? But my character relates to both of them. Whatever,
right.
some type of characteristic he got, some type of character he got relates. I got both them type characteristics in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think a majority of the time, like your character traits, it's gonna have your friends. They're gonna have some type of similarities because that's how y'all connected.
Right.
Everything will have to align, but it's our temperaments what's gonna keep us slightly different, in our mindset as well in that whole process. So I don't think my friends should have my particular same character. Like all my character traits, I don't want my friends to have that. I don't because I need to be able to. Hey, tell me somebody got to be my no man. Somebody got
Devin
to turn
dropped the
me up.
bar.
Like somebody got to like. All right, well I'm not seeing stuff from here and there. So do we need to share certain character traits? Yes, because that's what's going to connect us. But to share all of them, no.
Right,
no,
right,
that's just a
Devin.
copycat. That's someone who's just trying to be like you.
Now it's 3-on-2
right.
because Devin totally agreed with Bino and Mona. He said, yeah, with the caveat that you're guilty by association. Sucks, but it happens. Character is major. A liar, thief, cheat, etc. No way you can be friends if you have a moral compass and don't align with those actions. But diverse friendship is good for growth. Considering individual character traits are conducive to your personal trajectory in life, i.e., your moneymakers, entrepreneurs, hang around four of them and you will be the fifth. Damn.
Ooh, I like that one now. I'm about to
Yeah, come on,
Facts,
five.
do that
Shout out to the
one.
frat. You heard me. No, that one's sharp. You
facts,
heard me. That
That's
one's sharp.
facts,
That's my
facts.
brother. He's sharp. He's one of those. I gotta get him on the pod one day, man. His schedule's so damn busy. But with that, we're gonna go into solutions, man, because I ain't coming behind that, man. He put too much sauce on that one.
it.
Facts.
Yes,
That was a lot of sauce. So,
poetic.
loyalty, trust, betrayal, and discernment. The whole conversation. What do y'all give as solutions?
So I guess I think a stab at the start. I'll say,
Yeah.
communication is the key to a lot of things, especially like should be like your foundation in your friendship. You know, build a good communication. So if somebody feel like they did wrong you, y'all can have a legit conversation about it. You don't got to stop talking or avoid each other, and stuff like that. Establish boundaries,
Okay.
in that process as well, to make sure you don't overstep and things of that nature. And then if you do have any issues, listen first, then respond.
Hmm.
Okay. I like that a lot, Javon. That was dope. Mona, what you got? That was fire. That was fire.
Yeah, I would say to create a balance between loyalty and discernment. So going back to, it's a balance between both. And always have a healthy level of, skepticism and critical thinking within your relationship with people to ensure that, there's respect and dignity there. And honestly, be aware that you are imperfect as well.
Hmm.
So be a level of self awareness of, you know what, I make mistakes as well. I have betrayed, I personally, could say betrayal of a person. So recognizing that you can make mistakes and you can also betray people. So you want that person to have a level of forgiveness and understanding. So communication and comprehension is important.
I like it. That's fire. Bino, what you got? Solutions.
Yo, y'all some solutional motherfuckers, man. That shit was dope, you heard? Um, the solution I can think of is first and foremost, man, be a friend with somebody because you genuinely like who they are as a person. Don't it starts off with why are you being a friend? To avoid being a person being disloyal to you, to avoid somebody betraying you, and to avoid somebody breaking your trust, it starts with you and the reason why you're their friend. Don't be their friend because they're popular. Don't be their friend because they dress good. Don't be friend because they got nice car. Don't be friend because they got a nice house or they get a lot of niggas or they get a lot. Don't be a beneficial friend. Be a friend because first of all, build that friendship because I like this person. I like who they are. You feel what I'm saying? It coincides with who I am, and we can be friends. I feel like that's the first solution before you even get to what y'all said down the line. Be a friend because you generally are being a friend of that person because you like them, and not because being that friend benefits you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. How it looks on the outside. You feel what I'm saying? And I think a lot of that betrayal, trust, and loyalty will be kept if two people genuinely like each other. So if two people are liking each other or being friends because they both genuinely like each other, 9 times out of 10, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you switch up for whatever reason, y'all gonna be straight for the long run, man. I got childhood friends, man, going on 30 years, man, 20 years and shit like that. A lot of battles we had, disagreements we had, physical
Mhm.
fights we had, but I swear to God, we are truly brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Because we genuinely liked each other. We like to do this. We like to do the same things. We continue and we grew and we didn't outgrow. We grew up together. What was that saying? What he said in the meeting back? You know what I'm saying? We grew up with
Oh,
you, but you ain't grow up with
you
us.
ain't grow
You
up.
feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We
we
grew up
grew
with
up
you, but you
with
ain't
you,
grow
but
up with
you ain't
us.
grow with us. Yeah.
And I can say for most of my friends through flaws and all, we basically whether one group, everybody is growing in the forward direction, which keeps us friends. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
I like it.
that's it. I'm out. What they say on the iPhone on the group chat,
I
and
land here.
what they be saying?
That's where you gonna land at.
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
land. That's where I'm landing. That's where I'm landing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Dev, man. Shout out my five, man. You lit up the comments. what do I have in conclusion? Um, this is tough, given what I'm currently going through. I'll say use discernment, be of service and value, be open to admitting that you can't see you and everyone around you. Be realistic. Give the grace you would like to receive. That's it. That's it. That's it. I ain't gonna.
Like that one.
Yeah. So you all have been tapped into the SPS podcast. Shout out to Mona. Shout out to Giovanna. Shout out to Bino. I
Appreciate
appreciate
y'all,
y'all
man.
this evening, man. This was a dope show, man. None but love. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the SPS podcast channel. Y'all gonna definitely want to tune into the next one. We are definitely putting Mona in a hot spot. We're gonna move into a different topic here at the SPS. You heard me? Y'all make some noise. You're gonna want to tune into this one.
Hey, yo,
We're
Mona.
gonna
Hey, Mona.
What's
We
up?
had to ease you. We had to ease you in here. You feel what I'm saying?
I like it.
yeah.
I like it though. I'm glad
Yeah.
I was into it.
Yeah, nah, you did your thing. You did your thing, man. It's been good vibes. But we're gonna put you in the hot seat. Not really the hot seat. We're gonna actually take something that we're gonna look at what it is where you're trying to get to, and we're gonna walk you down using our statistics, our data. We're gonna analyze it, and we're gonna help you and help everybody watching that wants similar results. If you are curious, make sure you tune back in, tune in, tap
Absolutely.
in.
Drop
You
those
heard.
gems.
So listen, man. Till next time, man. Y'all definitely keep it close to the numbers, man. They
Peace
normally
out.
don't
Hey, man,
steer
y'all
you
make sure
wrong.
y'all pray for safe travels. I'm about to hop on this plane. Ain't too much been going on in planes, but they going on in boats, so I don't pick nothing past the plane. So y'all make sure y'all put me up in prayer, man.
Absolutely.
Always, brother. Y'all be safe.
Absolutely.
Have a good
All
night.
right,
Peace.
y'all.
Be safe.
Peace.
Peace.